Perfectly smooth as always. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Lucasgvariety. This is Robotech, the MACROSS SAGA. This is episode number 3, and today is December 22nd, 2019, last episode before Christmas. All right, and we are here, and I even found from my loot crate a few years ago when it was still a thing, my ugly sweater t-shirt, pixelated, and it's kind of spacey. It was the most perfect themed shirt that I had that could be at night. And now it's cold. I showed it off. And I'm going to pass it upstairs to the RM. And we're going to go. Mike.
I am the Robotech Master Harukajunko, and today I'm going to try to kill these guys again. Hopefully. If we kill it now, we can just, say the Zentradi win and everything goes on perfectly fine. If not, then we have to deal with the second season of Robotech, which then that's bad.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean? What do you mean by the second season?
I mean the second show.
Oh,
So to preserve its goodness, we must die.
Southern Cross.
Mm-hmm.
We must...
Southern Cross. So bad it didn't even sell mecha action figures in Japan.
Oh.
Robotech made it passable.
Robotech made it passable, but that didn't make it good.
Well,
But
I mean,
of course, we must actually get on with roleplay. And as a quick recap, the group of players managed to survive the first onslaught of alien forces that had come down to try to destroy them. Who knows what they were doing, but unfortunately, half of Silver Squadron was lost. A huge blow to Archibald Silverworth. Alex Matz, a performer, had jumped into a Veritech and helped fight off the aliens, and the captain continued to whine about not having his wine. Would you like some cheese with that wine?
Yes. That'd be lovely.
And with that, we start off now, everyone having landed on the SDF-1 as it's taking off, flying higher and higher into the atmosphere, and at this point, everyone, or rather, the captain had ordered any non-military pilots to meet him inside of his meeting room, which I'm assuming that's where you're waiting, Captain.
With
this
wine.
Point, yes, this time they did bring you wine, because it's not the bridge. You cannot drink on the bridge.
But you can drink here.
They cannot. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Not on my bridge. Only I can drink.
Eventually, they will learn that lesson.
It's not a lesson. It's just the truth.
Or they'll just tell you, no, Captain.
Eventually, they'll just accept the truth and just move on. It's a lot easier. You just move on with life.
A lot less complaining.
Just a lot easier.
True.
I complain all the time, I'm sure.
I believe
or these two.
I believe Chuck and I are escorting Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But before we get to you escorting or executing him, obviously.
Oh, executing.
Hold on, what?
Yes.
We're putting you up against the wall.
Oops. I don't tell you that, though.
Yeah, we're not telling you that. Don't worry. It's all good.
I'm the first step against the wall. Poca never dies.
Yep. But we're going to look at the captain. He's getting a tactical update of the sit rep from Lisa Hayes. Handed several papers and scans along with pictures of the enemy fleet from nearby satellites that have survived. And we can see that the enemy force is. This is only a tiny chunk of their force. This is not even a handful of their ships. Meanwhile, Armor 10 has fled to the other side of the planet to disengage from the enemy, and at your current course, increasing altitude, the enemy ships will be upon you.
He'll do the whole paper stack folding thing, and he'll just lay them back down in front of him. Confer with the scientists on any options we have about spinning this thing up to full power.
Yes, sir.
And I've ordered some Veritechs to attempt to grapple the antigrav generators and hopefully bring them back. if they haven't made it too far out of range by now. So check on that if you can. Have my girls keep an eye on the fleet while we're ascending.
Yes, sir. I'll have all the information back to you as soon as possible.
Thank you.
And she gives you a salute and leaves the room. And shortly after that, we head back to Archie and his little posse now.
That's right.
Escorting the Alex Matz through the hallways of the ship.
I remember thinking it was awesome that he jumped in and helped us, and Chuck was kind of the opposite. And
well, Chuck's fine with it. It's just the problem is, he's a civilian. He got lucky once. Doesn't mean that he's, we should, be treating him like he's a fighter pilot.
Oh, obviously, got to earn your wings. Got some kills. It's good. It's good. Oh, speaking of which, we are going to see the captain, right?
Yep.
I've heard.
Drunkard himself.
Now, it's true. I believe that he likes wine, and it seems like we're going to get yelled at again. So I wonder if, and I'm trying to utilize to pick him up some flavored grape juice, some fermented grape juice along the way, without deviating too much from our path there, since we're supposed to be there 10 minutes ago. So.
And meanwhile, you guys have been just kind of slowly wandering along.
Are we walking, or are we is it big enough that we're actually taking one of the little cars inside the SDF-1? Because it's a pretty far away from the bridge.
I'd say at this point you guys have gotten out of the hangar and are starting to use one of the cars to drive around. And they're little four-seaters, and of course you guys have been assigned a driver.
Of course.
This place is massive.
Yes.
We're still looking up, there's a road inside the ship?
Yeah. For the most part, though, it's a fairly empty place. There's not a lot in here. There's a couple of barracks buildings and that kind of such, but it's a fairly empty place on the inside.
Yeah, you could fit a whole city in here, I think. Though. Jeez. But anyway, that's not going to happen. So let's keep going. Anyway, so over there, and there's, it's a lot of empty space, really. You could put a lot of stuff, but it's fun. It's cool, isn't it?
I wonder why the ship has so much empty space.
Well, I mean, you gotta house all these Veritechs and other various machineries, and you never know what you need to carry with you.
I suppose.
And this is this point the driver kind of speaks up. Sir, should we be telling him all about the super classified ship?
I mean, what did I say? It's big and empty.
He's kind of the driver's kind of bounces it back and forth, and he just kind of shuts up.
Technically, he hasn't said anything I don't already know.
I mean, that is true.
I mean,
but people are skeptical of you. You could be an anti-UN spy.
No one knows.
I mean,
no one knows you. You're not that popular, man.
I mean, literally no one knows. If they tried to fingerprint me, nothing would come up.
I know. That makes it even more suspicious.
I know.
I think I gotta sweeten the pot with the driver. Plus, I want to have him make a pit stop for me, so I go up and I grab him on the back shoulders, rub him, hey, this is performer Alex Marks. He's not just any old guy. I mean, he might even get you an autograph if you could just take a little pit stop on our way to see the captain. Appreciate it, and maybe he can exchange, some signatures. And I look back and I wink at Alex really
big exaggerated wink back.
You know what then? Roll me something.
Yeah, I know. What would you like, sir?
What are you thinking?
Are you talking about and that's where I'm looking at skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think. Let's see. Actually, I tackle a problem.
That sounds like an adept in negotiation or something to me.
Yeah, I kind of counter position from this guy, and let's see, act under grace under fire. No, I think I even hunker down.
Can I assist him in any way?
I think you offering I'll allow you to assist if you're actually going to offer this guy something.
Yeah. So, I think I'll offer him an autographed copy of the song, the lyrics.
All right, so
That is perfect.
What would you like to roll for that?
I'd like to roll star quality.
Mm-hmm.
So does it get added to Lucas's
So
successes?
Yep. So your successes will add to his successes.
All right. So I guess Lucas should go first.
I can do that.
I mean, either one of you can go first. Doesn't matter.
All right.
If you know what you're going to roll, I was still just trying to, because we don't want to go over 5, right? 5 is the burnout.
Yep.
Angelic
And what's
grace.
my target number here?
Your target number is still going to be 5.
All right.
5 and yeah, I think you're playing into your element, so I'll give you. Actually, you are playing into your element of entertainer, so I will allow you to re-roll those 2 failures.
All right.
Nice.
Ah well.
Oh well.
2 is
So
2,
in
man.
that case, so whatever you roll now, Mr. Archibald, you
Mhm.
will get 2 extra successes.
All right. I will use smooth method, so I'm able to eke out the most benefit from the smallest effort. Because I'm just sort of like, hey, maybe this guy can do something for you if you can. I just said words, and I gave him a shoulder massage, so that's important. And then I will use, and that was 2, and then I did it. Let's see. I think I'm gonna. I guess flash move makes more sense. It's real quick. I just kind of like, you know what? No, this is good. Let's do this. Boom. So that would be total 5 dice. I'm not sure if that's playing into an element at this point for me.
What about a nature?
It's people's hero and I don't know if disposition and demeanor.
I don't think any of these, because you're not showing off yourself in this case. You're showing off him.
I agree. So target number 5.
Yep.
Okay. So 2.
Oh, 2. So you have 4 successes. And so he kind of thinks it over and he's like, okay, where are we stopping? We're making a quick stop, 5 minutes, because I don't want to get yelled at by the captain.
Yep, I'm not taking this all the way over to the kitchen, but there's that little storage facility that they have. It's closer to this side of the ship. It's where they keep all the extra goods. I'm just going to slip in there, leave a couple bucks. You know, it doesn't really matter. Don't even worry about that last sentence. Just stop there.
Right. Well, I'll take you to the storage facility. And he drives you over, and you're able to pick up some wine. You know, it's not the top end stuff because this is for like, you know, the like celebratory things with the soldiers.
Yep.
So they don't put all the nice stuff there.
It's like,
but you're able to grab a bottle of wine that's, you know, it's not too fancy, but it's there.
I think it's something that's like 3 or 4 years old, so it hasn't aged that long, and it's probably like a sweeter red. You know, it's not as dry as maybe the captain likes, but I just know he likes wine. I don't know what his preferences are, so we're just gonna gamble here. Archie's gambling, and I take this with us as a peace offering, and yeah. All right, to the captain's quarters. Whatever that is.
And so, or to the meeting hall, not the captain's quarters. Going in the captain's quarters might get you, the captain, upset.
One might imagine.
And you muted yourself right before you said that.
Oh, dang it. I said, what did you say, Al? Might get you in trouble. I'm like, I'm already going to be in trouble, so doesn't really matter where you drop me off.
Sure.
Whatever.
But, yeah, no, they drive you up, and eventually you guys make it to the meeting room because this ship is massive. It's a couple kilometers long.
I think it's 1.2.
I'll look it up here in a minute. But, yeah, it's really big. And yeah, it's 1.2. It's 1.2 kilometers long. And it's really big and really tall. And eventually you guys get to the meeting room. And Captain, you hear a knock at the door. Captain, it's what's your name again?
Lieutenant Archibald Silverworth III.
Second Lieutenant Archibald with one of the civilians.
Silverworth III. And Burns. Don't forget Burns. And Performer. Alan Matz.
You're always going to get one name wrong, aren't you?
Maybe for a bit. Doesn't always pay attention. You know, anyway, sorry. I correct the guy 100 times.
Mm-hmm. Each time he just gets more and more annoyed. It's like eventually it's just like, Captain, they wish to come in to see you.
Send them in.
And the door opens, and the two guards who are at the door, stand to the side and let you three file in.
I definitely this is where I get a little serious,
Mhm.
and I'm sure Chuck does the same thing. But do the
Salute, walk in, salute, all that.
do everything the way it's supposed to be by the book at this point.
At ease, have a seat, gentlemen.
And the door closes behind them, and this is a fairly spacious room. It's a set of 3 tables that have basically been connected for a large meeting of sorts that could be held here. And you guys take up seats at basically the ends of the 2 prongs, with him sitting at the middle of the head.
All right. I think I'm holding the bottle in my hand, but not paying attention to it. So it's out and obvious, but I'm not offering it. I'm just. Let's see. I don't know how that works anyway, but
You have it sitting in your lap.
no, it's just it's there.
He's like, okay.
And Chuck kind of gives you like a little nudge and like points and like kind of nods his head to the wine.
Oh, Chuck?
Yeah, Chuck kind of like elbows you a little bit, kind of like, hey.
Oh, whoop. I just reach up, like there's a table probably there somewhere, right? And I just set it there and look at the captain real quick, and then look back down and then just sit back and like
He glances and he goes, he just nods. All right. I've got 3 things. 3 people in front of me, I should say. And 2 of you belong to me, and 1 of you doesn't exist. So
Rude.
we have one solution. You can continue to pretend to be whatever you were pretending to be. And he slides a piece of paper with your picture on it with a blank name and everything. Or you can go ahead and sign your name on this, and we can get to the business of getting you back in the air on the next patrol.
I am like very rude indeed. I wouldn't do it. Just kidding. That was definitely kidding. Jeez.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out if that eating was in character or not. So there's like a piece of paper in front of me, I suppose.
As you can see, it's got your picture already taken from a security camera on your way to my office. And he'll put a pin on top of it. You sign your new name, whatever it is you want to be called here on station, or if we ever land back this thing on the ground again, you can be escorted to the police.
I sign my normal name.
Very well, because at this moment you have touched over $17 billion worth of equipment, and I need someone to blame if it's broken. You were it.
Lucky me.
He's literally clapping. He's like, yay, welcome. You are now officially a member of, is it Burning Man's or Silver Watch's here squad. They lost over 50% of their units out there, and they needed some help. We're going to pretty much send all the hot dogs and showboaters to that squad because, unfortunately, its leader is a hot shot, but Chuck here has proven on his record to be the best pilot I've ever seen. So, congratulations,
Me?
Lieutenant.
And Chuck kind of speaks up. Thank you, sir, but can I ask a question, sir?
Of course. Go ahead.
What the hell were out there? Those aren't anti-UN forces.
They are anti-human forces. Unfortunately, the best we can define is when they showed up in orbit, the ship automatically went into overdrive to defend itself. And then we intervened and was able to take some control back.
Wait, you're saying these are aliens?
They're unidentified flying objects at this time, which we typically call aliens, yes. We just have yet to identify them and give a proper name to them.
I'm just sort of looking back and forth between them, like totally incredulous. An alien invasion? That's something out of a science fiction movie.
Invasion
Those are
response for them to not just to be wanting to land and stay. So far, they only sent aerial forces. So at this moment, it's just an attack. Details, sure, but we're going to go up and reinforce Armor 10 because Armor 10 has already had to retreat in orbit, and we got a tiny. And he takes one piece of paper up from the stack he's got in front of him. We got this much, and he puts it back down and holds up the whole stack versus that much in orbit. So we're the backup, and we're the experimental tech going on backup patrol. So it's going to be. He takes a really. Oh, it's going to be fun. So that's why I'm willing to. He taps that paper. That's why I'm willing to forget that you just basically stole millions of dollars worth of equipment and don't exist on any government record. Yay!
And at this point, there's another knock at the door. Commander, it's Lieutenant Hayes.
Bring her in.
And Lieutenant Hayes opens the door and she steps in, Commander, and she salutes. And here's the newest reports. The enemy forces seem to be withdrawing from the ground area around MACROSS City. We're speculating that they might have been targeting for us at this point.
Interesting. Our technology might be related some way to them, or something that was trying to get away from them in the past. Get me using heads up. Get me a list, a progression list of their forces as they mobilized. I want to be able to see their path as we have moved to see if it is indeed tracked.
All right. Yes, sir. And along with that, sir, we have reports of our losses that we've suffered here. Many of the squadrons have suffered damage in the attacks. Luckily, damage to the SDF-1 itself seems minimal.
Minus the big holes we put in ourselves. Oh,
of course.
Yeah, we got to learn how to do conventional before we do new stuff. Anyway, yes. Thank you.
And we
make sure
also have the report from the scientists. They say that at this point, the only other idea we could possibly do, due to the main cannon not working right now, is attempting a full space jump.
What?
Okay.
Of course, you've been briefed on the fold space device and how it totally will work, just like all of the technology on this will totally work.
Okay.
Quote unquote.
So, in the meantime, we're going to put that as an option. Oh, damn it. We're all going to die. And until then, I would like you and my girls to continue finding a solution that's listed somewhere in the "this could work" category.
Understood, sir. And
one more thing. Mr. Silverworth's squadron will be under your direct command as far as locations in the future.
What's her rank?
She is, if I remember correctly, I'm pulling it up right now. Totally prepared, GM guys. Trust me.
Nope.
I've thoroughly prepared for this game.
I just messaged you, Mike, what I wanted to do. But
oh yeah, no, I saw what you want to do. And then she is.
And then the captain said that.
Hold on.
She's considered a commander, but right now in the book she's a commander, but she's actually like a lieutenant, like a high-ranking lieutenant.
She's a lieutenant, but she's the first officer.
She's like first lieutenant.
Okay, so okay. Can I say something to her?
Her rank position is skewed.
She kind of turns to you and she kind of gives you a nod. Like she's very formal about it.
I'm like, one more thing, Lieutenant. My people, your people. Let them talk to each other, and you and I will go on a date. Saying. Soon.
I'm going to facepalm in character.
Yes. She's just like, I'll have you know, right now is in the middle of a crisis, sir, and I would prefer to keep our relationship professional.
Sounds good. I'll call you then.
And she also turns and looks at him and goes, "You're that civilian pilot."
One of them, yes.
And she kind of gives you a look and goes, "Next time, learn to actually play with your stick heart better." And then she walks out.
Even Captain turns, watches her walk out of the room. He's like, I don't believe I've ever heard her actually giving anyone a burn before.
And as far as you know,
amazing.
She is like never joked about this stuff, but seeing as he's a total joke.
Wow. Okay.
So anyway,
I know. I'm sorry, Mecha. I'm being so mean to you today.
You guys are.
I'll show you.
So going forward, Silverworth, your squad, you guys will be one of my two scalpels. So you won't be doing normal patrols. You will be sent to places that will probably get you killed
Excellent.
until you get reinforced to full strength, and then we can just send you on normal patrols. So be prepared. Let me think here. List of things to do. Be prepared. Be armed. Be prepared. We're going to be sending you out. It's going to be you guys often and annoyingly a lot. So go make sure your mechs are repaired and ready to fly again, and then take a break. And he grabs a bottle and he kind of slides on the side of the desk like it's now on his side, and he goes, "And have a great day. You're now my favorites."
Lucky us.
I'm like, I slam him in the back, like, that is a good thing. We are lucky. Thank you, Captain. I'll see you in a bit.
Dismissed.
And I'm like, out the door, I'm like, oh, Hayes, have you wandered
She's
far?
gone. Like she has already left and gone somewhere else.
She did that clicky power walk all the way back to where she was supposed to be.
Not for lack of trying. That's the character. Anything that moves.
And of course, as you guys leave, you guys see another two people appear. One of them you guys recognize as Roy Fokker. Yes, I totally. And the other one is.
You can see the wheel, I can see the loading screen.
For some reason, I was going between Roy and Rick Fokker. But
Rob Zombie? I don't know.
Rob Zombie. Yeah. It's between him and another person, brown hair. You think you've seen him before, but during all the confusion, it was getting pretty hectic.
You said this is Roy?
Yeah.
You mean the rivalry that I have with Skull Squadron? Why are they always first?
Yeah, the one-sided rivalry.
They don't even know who you are.
Yeah. I see him, like, I kind of stiffen. I'm like, it's him.
Yeah, it's Roy. Yeah, I see it. It's Roy. And of course,
he's my
he
idol,
is a higher
also
rank
my worst
than you.
enemy. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
Of course, he is a higher rank than you, so you do have to show proper respects because he is a commander.
Yep. If he goes by us or whatever, I'll stop and salute.
Yeah, he's going back. He's going into the room with the captain at this point.
Okay. Roy? No, he wants that. You said commander?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, commander.
Yep, and he slips back.
I mean, I'm sure Chuck does it. Does Alex salute?
He doesn't know to.
What's that?
I mean, he wouldn't know to. He's not been through training or anything.
I think it's just one of those like elbow, like, hey.
Yeah, definitely salute.
No, other hand. He's probably already gone by this point, right?
And he doesn't really pay you guys mind. Yeah. Looks like he's kind of dragging the other guy with him. You hear some complaining about, but what about that girl? And the door shuts.
Poor Rick.
Yeah, poor Rick. Luckily he ended up with the best girl.
I just got through the Sweet 16 episode where Min-May turned 16. I'm like, oh gosh, she was that young. Oh, no wonder. Anyway, and getting her a birthday present. Anyway.
Yeah.
That girl.
But at this point, it's you guys have a little bit of free time. Captain, of course, you're in the meeting with Roy and Rick, and you hear the whole story of what happened and how he's saying and how Rick's going on about a girl who wants to get back to her family, and he can take her there with his own plane that he came in here on that's been brought onto the ship by Roy. All of these other things.
He gives it basically the same speech, other than the whole "you don't exist" thing. He's just going to go like, "You were born in so and so," and he's like slides that paper over with all that information on it, and he goes, "And in today's air show, you showed off at how good you were at single prop planes by trying to outfly your friend Roy there." And he puts a pen on top of it. "And as of today, you have two choices: we're going to dump you out an airlock, or you can sign this paper and join your friend as a pilot."
Roy understands that you're not exactly about to throw them out the airlock. or at least he doesn't think you are.
I will allow your friend to catch you if he's fast enough, but I'm going to personally have to throw after the last two of these meetings I've already had today, this one's going to be quicker. Tap, tap, let's go.
Yeah. It takes a little bit of convincing, but he eventually signs his name, and, though he doesn't look exactly happy about having to sign his name, but he signs it.
All right, thank you. As of this moment, you will be with Roy until he deems you ready to be on your own squad, or his squad is full. Skull Squad is one of the best. The only rivals really is one-sided with the silver guy, but he unfortunately got on the wrong side of the grids this morning, and he's at half strength. You guys will be the anvil. So when things come to strike, you guys are going to be taking the biggest brunt, and I'm going to need you, Roy, to make sure your fighters are up to snuff. I give you permission to refit anything you need up to what we have. Obviously, we're on the move, and he slides like a picture of what's going on in space to him, just to Roy, and he goes, "We're going to be in the thick of it soon, so be ready."
Yeah. And of course, Roy is willing to go with it, and with a little bit of jeering, he eventually gets Rick to stop complaining. But with that, you're finally left alone, and after a little while, you think that that was the last of the civilians, or at least the last of the reported civilians.
The ones found.
So. For all you know, there's one with a prototype Gundam somewhere. Wait, wrong series.
The Zaku suit? What is that doing in the background? Someone edit that out.
Yeah. Wait.
Post-processing.
Someone brought the wrong roll of film.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon. Like, what the?
This is not even the right genre.
Is that Ranma? What the hell? This is a weird day. Anyway, he'll go to the bridge and then find out, he'll proceed to go and get back to the nerve center of things and start planning their next move.
And with that, you basically get another stack of papers, reports, data pads, all of this stuff, and it looks like as if the enemy force is basically staying on top of you as you're moving around the planet. Armor 10 obviously is moving away from them as they're moving closer because they're following you.
Yeah.
But they've even tried doubling back across Macross City, and the fleet just keeps staying right above you, though they haven't launched anything recently. They even drew, the Magic 8 Ball.
Like did the figure 8 in the sky, and for us, the figure 8 and up above, they're like,
Yeah. And they've basically just been right on top of you. They haven't fired on you or sent anything. And the reports of their weaponry based on the damage to Macross City, it's not exactly a pretty... If they were to fire on you, they would be able to rather quickly defeat you with how much they have.
Yeah, but since they're trying to catch us, not hurt us, we can't go up because then they could just swarm us and land while we're in the middle of transferring an atmosphere, because we've never tried that before with this thing. All right, Hayes.
Yes, sir.
Tell the scientists to uncork the bottle on Operation Why the Hell Are We Even Trying This?
Understood, sir. And she begins to report to stations, and lights begin to flicker and stuff.
Recall all squadrons. Recall everything. Get everybody anything in the air that's not part of us, get it inside now.
And it's at this point everyone else hears prepare for fold space jump, prepare for fold space jump, which...
Prepare for what?
Maybe I say at the same time to you. Prepare for what?
Everyone, like 90% of the people.
We look at each other, look back toward the camera. What?
And it's the camera switches to like engineering, and like they can't be serious that they're doing that. And then Lieutenant Hayes goes on with fold space jump in T-3 minutes. All stations prepare for fold space jump. And like, oh god, get working.
Lieutenant Hayes,
Yes, sir.
inform them what that means. I don't believe we've all had the chance to be fully briefed on what that means, and he's literally trying to find a seatbelt because there's not one on this chair.
Yeah,
He's
no,
like,
there is no
that
seat.
mean?
There's no securing strap or anything.
Just for their sake, obviously.
Yep.
Where is my cup holder?
We don't have cup holders designed into those seats, sir.
These are not chairs. These are torture devices.
Why do I feel the fact that eventually you're just going to replace it with one of those swivel, lazy boy chairs with a cup holder?
I really have to talk to engineering. Anyway, fold space jump. Yes, the procedures. Let's talk about that. How much do we know that happens when? Wait, never mind. The packet said we can do it. That's all it said.
We
Yeah.
can win.
Oh my god.
But
Okay, looks like we're just going on a wing and a prayer on this one. All right, let's do this.
It's definitely.
Do we have any communication with the planet below, especially the Macross City? Are they back up?
Yes, sir. We do have communication with them still.
Share that information with them that we're attempting a mass fold jump, because if it works like the document says it might, also in quotation marks work, they may experience a sonic boom as air disappears from the planet in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, yes. I'm looking up things. Stop bullying me. But no.
I'm going to mansplain something to you, son.
Stop, that's it. I'm reporting you to HR.
I am HR.
But she goes through all the processes. She basically goes over both internal and radio comms that this is what we're doing, what's going to happen, and we will just teleport a very short distance into atmosphere near Armor 10, or into space near Armor 10.
That's okay. Well,
it should totally, and she doesn't actually say this, but she's like, this. Hopefully, this works.
He looks over to his crack team. He goes, the last time we experimented with some weapons like this, we lost half the ship. Remember that one? That was like off the coast of Fiji. That was fun, right?
Don't you remember when Jimmy got stuck in the wall?
He is a wall now. That's Jimmy the wall. He lived for 3 days. It was really weird.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy in the wall.
$50. He still owed me $50. I had to write that off.
And as you say that, the countdown begins. 10, 9, 8.
It was a pleasure serving you. I hope we don't die. Bye.
5, 4, 3, 2,
here we go.
1. There's almost like an energy wave, a sphere of energy forms around outside of the SDF-1, and it continuously expands. Colors change. Everything gets bright and wibbly. You go to plaid, and eventually,
plaid alert.
It just poof, and to the outside, to anyone who was outside of the ship, so Earth and the Zentradi, or Earth and the aliens. Now you don't know there. They all. Earth doesn't know what to make of it as you disappear, and you don't show up near Armor 10. The aliens see you disappear, and after about 20 minutes, poof, they all do something similar. What the humanity is more worried about is, where did Macross Island go?
Dun, dun, dun. Robotech,
And
back after these messages. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, that's totally basically what happens.
Well, the episode ended right there.
Mm-hmm.
Robotech coming back. Sorry.
And now, everything seems to return to normal. Outside of the bridge, you can see space. And your crew immediately gets to work on where they are, because they don't see Armor 10 on scans. Sir, we don't see Armor 10 out there.
I don't see anything out there, and none of the sensors. Find out where we are. I hate to say this off of sci-fi knowledge of TV shows past, when we are. And get on Get that scientist up here so I can kick him.
And
right
so
in the teeth, I think. He's like
after a
leaning.
couple
He's
of
leaning,
minutes,
like uselessly leaning, like you can't see farther on it, even on the bridge of the ship. Like, yeah,
and
I
after a
don't see
few
anything.
minutes, the ship slowly rotating to get some level of orientation. You eventually find you get the report that you are in fact near Pluto.
Okay, that's a little off target.
And more importantly,
patrols need to go out. What?
You see some of this outside of your ship.
Let's take a look at that for the audience as I zoom in. Oh. Excuse me.
Once again, thank you to SMG Jeff for...
Oh my god, it's the tuna!
The tuna's there.
I'm sorry, who's that a shout out to?
That is a shout out to SMG Jeff over in his Discord. Thank you once again for letting us use all of the art for the show once again.
Thank you. We appreciate it. It is great. It's great art. And Zoom is messed up on this side, so let me correct that. Now we can actually see it. Anyways, back to you, Mike. Robotech.
And eventually you get reports back that the entirety of Macross City has also been transported with you.
Oh, great.
Okay. Scramble all Veritex. We got to figure out where to put whatever is still out there. Yeah, you know what? Let's employ the sensors and let's make sure that those people didn't explosively decompress. I hope they didn't leave the shelters. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of red stains on this carpet.
Yeah, and as you can see, like what looks to be mobile homes are actually like the bunkers that were underground.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I said, scramble all squadrons, get them out there retrieving everything. Assemble them in hangar 3, the big one for building the destroids. Assemble as much as you can there, and we'll figure out how to. We got plenty of space. This thing was built for something big. This is now big, so let's go with that. And if you find any leadership still alive, bring them up.
And along with the city, of course, that would just be, that would just be normal at this point. But since you took up Macross Island, you also took up a big swath of the ocean with it. And with it came both the Daedalus and Prometheus carriers.
Get on the horn with the other 2 carriers that have just floated by and make sure they are alive and have them stay the hell where they are until we can rescue them or at least environmentally protect their ship. It's like something out of an anime.
Yes, sir.
Well, change the order for bring the scientists up here to be kicked, to consult with how to sit. Yeah, God. Yeah, get everybody, any scientist guy, whoever's left alive that I am going to kick in the teeth, bring them up here.
Yes, sir. And, of course, all of the orders get relayed out. And at this point, we're going to transport to the other group, who is currently, walking through the halls. And for a second there, you felt almost like gravity gave out, but then gravity came back rather quickly, thankfully due to the SDF-1's gravity inside.
That was strange.
Yeah, I was never a big, never been a big fan of roller coasters, even I guess flying jets like one. Caught me a little off guard, but you all right, Chuck?
Yeah, I'm over here. I'm okay. I just kind of tripped down. He kind of stands back up. And
I guess
you guys had been walking through one of the halls through the ship. Short. This was about, let's say, 15 minutes after the meeting. You guys had been just getting him his flight gear and that stuff.
Could we be taking him to his quarters or showing one of our quarters? Hey, we'll hang out here. We'll get you set up in a little bit.
Yeah, so you guys were doing that, and from the quarters, you can still see the inside of the SDF-1 because they're actually built inside of the SDF-1.
Okay.
As opposed to outside the SDF-1, which is currently space.
That's great.
You guys have breathable air. Isn't that great? Army benefits.
Yeah.
But with that, you guys, after a couple of minutes, you get the report. All Veritech squadrons scramble immediately. We must recover the city.
Wait, what?
I do a double take.
I'm already starting to move because I'm used to the call. Like,
yeah,
kid.
Like everyone starts moving, and Chuck kind of stops for a second. Recover this. What?
Yeah,
Maybe
that would be
doesn't
the
make
main
any
thing. Is it'd be
sense.
like that start to run, and then it'd be like
Huh?
looking back at whatever speaker was nearby, like, huh?
I was thinking like I was opening the door to my quarters, like, and here we are. Alarm goes off. I'm like,
And there we go.
Wow, kid, you ready for your first experience? I mean, well, your second experience, but your first, like, rook. It doesn't matter. They'll tell us once we get in the air. They'll tell us more. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, kid. And you guys rush outside the barracks, and a couple of the other groups had been taking time off in the barracks too because they were assigned to basically Cat 30, or Alert 30, which is basically 30 minutes. They can be up in the air and ready to launch. And you guys have been taken into the back too because your squadron is now the scalpel for the captain. And everyone's rushing out. They've got cars. Everyone's getting cars. Skull Squadron's racing out there. Roy's literally got his foot on the pedal and driving out there fast.
Oh, why didn't I think of that? Skull Squadron, my worst enemy.
Your squadron's all able to get into a couple of the cars.
I asked him, do you even know them?
A little bit. I idolize him, but I also must defeat him. You know, it's a thing.
Yeah, okay.
And with that, you guys eventually arrive to the hangar, and outside, and of course, the hangar for the most part is completely sealed. There's an elevator that goes up to the top deck, which is airlock, so that way you guys don't get spaced.
Yeah.
And
discharged.
The entire engineering crews all have their space suits on, and you guys have your space variant helmets and suits on, which are basically the normal jumpsuit with a space helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Is Chuck putting mine on? I'm like, wait, the hair.
And they're he's kind of shoving it into the helmet first, and then lifting it up along your hair to put on your head.
Yes.
I didn't I sort of look at him like, you have problems getting your hair into your helmet?
I mean,
obviously, I've just sort of stuck my hand into the crevice behind the visor, and I'm pulling it up on my own.
Yeah.
Because there's a little gap you can just slip your hand through.
It's still got to look good, you know, when you're on. Alex, you got it. You'll learn. Your hair is not going to look good when it comes out that way. I'm just saying. So
that's what hair care products are for.
And of course, you guys are all assigned to
Veritech.
So of course, Mecha, you are given a Veritech. It's one of the beater ones. It's a classic A variant. Still painted for, actually, you're given one of the D variants with, but it's just you inside of it for right now. Normally, the D variants would be a trainer that they just had from when they pulled in. Yep, and it's been equipped with actual weapons, unlike most D variants. And
did we bring any? Hold on, did we bring any 1Ds?
You guys have a couple of 1Ds extra because some of the 1Ds from the airbase and carriers basically got pulled in.
Yeah, we've got 10 of them, plus the ones from the airbase.
Yep. 40 Valkyrie Js and 150 As, because that's the one I need. I need those. They're mine.
They're nice. But with that, you guys eventually launch out, and once you do, you guys can see the true meaning of recover the city. And
oh my god!
Oh my goodness! What? I didn't want to believe it. Chuck, do you believe this?
I don't believe what I'm seeing, and I'm the one here that actually, probably would have figured that out first.
I know. What? Were you tired today or something? Come on, get with it, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah. And at this point, I actually have a little map for this.
And a little priority, their right screen, where it usually has my face, something would come up. It literally lists priority 1, sealed halves. Priority 2, unsealed halves.
Wouldn't unsealed halves be priority 1?
No, because they're already dead.
Wow.
And here we have a little map of just kind of
They are way past
that
that
I
if they
made.
were unsealed.
Just the scale of there's habs all over the place, and several of the ones closer that are like over here and here are the first ones that are pulled in, and the destroids, basically all equipped with the space maneuverability packs that they can get, have been working to bring the carriers in, who are both surprisingly still alive. Thankfully, they're just about as sealed as the SDF-1, due to them also being made around the time of nuclear weapons proliferation. Quote, the global war.
Right.
And
Okay.
eventually they're actually able to attach it to the side, to basically the Robotech technology experts come down, and they're able to work with the engineers, and they actually attach the carriers to it like some kind of arms. But why would you need arms on a mecha? Not on a mecha, I mean a
A
ship.
spaceship.
Yeah. But
They're
they're
not
there.
arms, they're spoilers.
Yeah, they're spoilers.
The wings.
Yeah, the wings.
Oh my god, it does have variable geometry.
Mm-hmm. It's confirmed the SDF-1 is a space F-14.
Just like everything else in this show.
Yeah.
All right. So we get launched.
You guys get launched, which I will just grab you
And
guys.
all of our orders are, here's a priority list of who you need to secure and bring back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sealed habs, unsealed habs, general buildings.
So what are halves? What do you mean?
These
Habitats.
things.
Oh, the pods that the people that
Pods.
are in underground.
They look kind of like dumpsters.
I always thought that they kind of looked like
people dumpsters. Good.
Like
The-
a cross
the
between
kind
a
of
dumpster and a Winnebago.
home? Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Like what was that? I'm sorry.
It's a
You're right,
space
they do look like
Winnebago.
mobile homes.
Oh. Well, they are definitely mobile now. So let's go plant
Make
them
them
back.
unmobile.
Yeah.
I mean, I go wherever the closest, like to the south of our
Yeah,
map.
so this is very much a kind of things are going on. You're able to retrieve the pods and the stuff. But of course, after a while, namely after you guys have recovered the habs, pulling them closer here.
Can we be in? Would that Guardian mode be good for that? Because you can fly faster, but you can grab with the arms and everything. I guess.
Yep, Guardian mode or even Battleblade mode, because you're in space. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Keep yourself aloft.
I guess Battleoid sounds good then.
I mean, I'll just
You
kind
say
of
I'm back.
No, wait, I just put one on top of one.
This reminds me of the second or third mission of Homeworld 1.
The second one, I think it is.
Yeah. This is what it reminds me of.
Yeah, and you guys have basically you along with the other squadrons, have gotten them lined up next to the ship to be able to load them in through the large hangar bay made for supplies and other materials to be basically brought in. And it's going well for the first little while, and then after a bit, there's a call to the captain. Captain, be advised, slip space jump detected.
Slip space jump detected.
Slip space jump
detected. Slip space jump
The
detected.
Covenant of Come, Commander.
It's the winter contingency.
But sir, we've got another full space signature, and the the aliens seem to have appeared somewhat near us, sir.
Reassign Ghost Squadron. Get them on intercept course in that position. Just let's get as best jump on that signature as we can. What is my status on weapons?
Weapons, sir, our naval weapons seem to still be working. The destroid squadrons are still working. To be honest, sir, all systems seem green. Unfortunately, our main gun is still inoperable. They're working on trying to fix it as fast as they can.
All right. Prioritize getting everybody in safely and getting everything else online. The big gun is a backup right now. We got to focus on protecting as many people as we can. And
Yes, sir.
just be ready. Naval guns will have to do. We'll just have to make do with what we got. It's exactly like Fiji. It's Fiji all over again. All right. Yes. Bring them on, I guess. And
Yeah.
anybody with some wine? Anybody want some wine? Because we're going to need it.
Your usual group gets a little bit just because they've been working for so long. They know when you're offering, it's hit the fan.
He's doing this a lot. Like,
Yeah, but yeah, no. So you guys have a couple of kind of turns to or rather not turns, but you have a little bit to kind of figure out what you're doing. The squadron that you sent out Ghost Squadron, right?
yes.
So
He
Ghost
told them
Squadron.
they're the anvil, and that's their ones are going to be his.
You mean
anvil.
Skull Squadron?
Yeah, Skull is. Silver is still on the current task.
Mm-hmm. So Skull Squadron has been sent out, and they've kind of reconned the target, and upon relaying back, it looks like that the entire Zentradi fleet has, or the entire alien fleet has followed you, but they're keeping their distance for the most part, it seems.
All right.
Do we see this?
You guys can't really see it, but like on your sensors, obviously there's like a large sensor contact far away.
Okay.
All right.
But it doesn't seem to be getting closer.
Retask all Veritex to provide a screen. We'll let the Destroids forces maintain control over the pods and the civilian population at this time. Let's try to do a slow forward maneuver to make that shield screen a little thinner while we collect the pods.
Yes, sir. And of course, at this point, you guys get the order that you are to be the shield screen for the fleet.
Like the Vanguard, like the meat shield.
You're the line in the sand, and then civilians are behind you, basically.
All right. So, and are we told that the civilians will be safe? I mean,
yeah. You, for the most part, the civilian thing's been saved. Some cat's eyes have been launched, obviously, for recon, which are these nice little things.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we got drones.
I mean, Archie will follow orders, but at the same time, there's the not just leaving them there as sitting ducks type of thing.
Yeah, and you see that there are like the destroids, which are the ground mechas mostly, are starting to work on getting them in into the ship, so that way they're not just hanging there. There's also been people working to basically supply air into these things because these don't have these underground bunkers don't have an air generation system, but they are nuclear sealed. So the air in there will stay, but it'll take a while for like they only have air for so long.
Yeah,
but it looks like they've been working on it.
Stay calm, breathe slow.
Yeah.
Don't light any extra matches or candles.
Yeah, basically he's retasked every phalanx destroyed to push those things around. It's basically they're everywhere, just like piloted booster rockets for the thing.
Yep. You can see that they're kind of working on it, and they're doing their work. And I have to go to the GM overlay and move something.
I think my nameplate's the only one showing, Mike, out of the 3 characters on the screen.
Unfortunately, the nameplates, you had to give like full access or something to the sheets. Like last time I was trying to work with it, it didn't really work.
Oh.
It's kind of dumb.
I just feel weird. I feel weird being the only one with a nameplate.
Oh, that's because you don't get to move the SDF1 cat. No, it's for 7 side.
It's mine.
Yeah, but Mom, it's mine.
I'm gonna draw my own SDF1 and move myself around.
There you go. I gave
sitting
you
on the bridge.
SDF1, and I even gave it a nameplate.
I'm gonna sit in the bridge. All
yeah.
Right. I'm gonna give it HP though, just for fun.
Oh yeah. In case I decide to just start killing you, like, nope, that's it. This series has gone on long enough killing you.
Oh no, you got through all my HP.
and the SDF-1 exploded and everyone died. Such the classic ending of the original Robotech run.
Yes.
2 episodes.
But
Oh, man.
You fool. If you let it happen like that, then Southern Cross happens.
oh no! I mean, Southern Cross still happens even if everyone survives. But yeah, no. So it's at this point, it does take a while, but eventually the people are brought back in. For the most part, there are still several pods that are being worked on, just because there are so many, and that's a big health bar for 10 points.
10 structure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a beefy boy.
There's about 3 left at this point, and where's my tokens that I had? My tokens. I had these tokens prepared, and now they're not here. There they are. Of course, there's a couple squadrons of Veritechs out here providing support for the Cat's Eyes, and basically providing a screen for the fleet.
Should we use our tokens or just our character portraits for this?
Either one we can use for them.
What do you guys want to do?
Oh, I wanted to use our Veritech tokens
Right,
outside,
so-
right?
Yeah,
All right.
so give me 1 second to get your Veritech in there, Archibald.
If that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
My character.
I don't have one for burning, but mostly because I haven't done it yet.
Huh.
You've got Archibald right here, which the picture's kind of.
They're so small.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so small.
You made it a large size.
Oh.
Maybe it's possible to actually we can go back later and make them bigger pictures.
Yeah, I might have to do that.
That's
for
fine.
now, I'm just gonna use your pictures for now.
Yep.
then,
All right.
so
That's
we can
fine.
actually see who's who.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll work on that one for next time, guys. Don't worry. Actually, I think I know how to do that.
Next time on GM Stuff. the
Robotech,
game.
we're back with these messages.
GM Stuff Z.
The final GMing.
That's GM GT.
No, we don't talk about GT.
I have to redo my character.
GM Super.
Oh, move.
Yeah, I've made the thing. I made the thing a little bigger, so now
The map is bigger.
So we take up less. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they still don't look as big. I'll have to go back and actually edit the pictures then. Okay,
Yeah. Oh well.
Robotech returning.
I
now.
tried to fix that.
We're gonna stay with big grid or little grid.
I'm gonna put it back to the little red.
Little grid. Little grid.
Little weird.
But yeah, no, for the most part, you guys are, it's a rather. They seem to be keeping their distance, and we switch camera positions to the alien forces, the bridge, and they start talking back and forth about the SDF-1 and capturing it. So you see them order one of their smaller ships forward to engage and attempt to disable the SDF-1 without causing too much damage. At this point, Captain, you are given reports that one of the enemy's smaller ships, that I will enlarge here in a second. Once I can grab this thing, there we go. When the
They
enemy
say if it's
ships,
that small, how's it going to disable a Veritech?
yeah, it seems to be moving in closer. The ship is definitely a lot smaller than you. It seems to be one singular vessel. It's about 500 meters long, for reference of scale. But it does seem to be also launching its own vehicles. It seems it's ready to fight you.
It's ready for a duel.
Yeah.
Oh no. We're gonna get sent to the Shadow Realm.
Mm-hmm.
We're
A Shar Aznable.
already there.
Oh no, he's back.
Shar Nazgul.
Shar the Nazgul.
Sure, we'll go with that.
And this time, most of the you guys can actually see the enemies launching from this thing.
Where's this at on the map? Oh, way over there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see where.
If we wanted to Zentratify his name, it would probably start with an S.
Probably, but we're not going to worry about that.
What are Zentradi?
Yeah. What's a Zentradi?
I'm talking out of character.
I don't know what a
Me too.
Zentradi is. Shut up.
What is?
So the red guy's back there. It's about as bad
But
as I can
it seems to be at this point they are moving in closer for the battle. And at this point, you guys have about you guys have a little bit of time to do some things as these guys are moving in. Your screen is obviously kind of holding back to not just rush out and engage them, but they are ready to engage.
Should we move up a little further, like right here, maybe?
I mean, you guys can.
Probably. I'm thinking to get in front of the civilians.
That sounds good to me. I'm redoing a little bit on my character sheet because I didn't save the edit, so I have to refill up the things that I leveled up with today.
No.
I copy paste it into Google Doc and I put it back, so I'll be doing in a second. 2 talents,
Alright, so
skill. Then I'll have the screen back up, but I am good.
Alright.
Getting forward.
I'll just move you up where he was pointing then. You guys should have control over your tokens currently.
Yeah.
I sure do.
Yeah, do you like your big token? Do you like having the biggest token there?
Yes, it's very egocentric.
Then I will give us about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes or so. I need to grab a drink and put my bowl in the sink. And
I may go grab a drink as well.
Yeah, so,
Robotech will be right back.
Yes, Robotech will be right back after this bathroom break. Yeah.
Everything keeps falling.
Try Robo Cola. Comes in black cherry, lemon lime, and orange. Not available in Utah. All right. There's a fake commercial. Soda pop. Drink it. Buy. Purchase. Get everything. Christmas is coming.
You
Buy
want
everything.
it? That's because you need it. You got to have it. It's a responsibility at that point. Buy more. Sell less. Buy more. Robo-Cola. Brought to you by Robotechnology. The makers of fine products such as blue hair, red hair in people with not red hair. Also, bell bottoms.
Ooh.
Buy now.
Buy. Commercials. More commercials.
For more information, see your local Robotech dealer. You ever had a car that was too smooth? Yes, you have, until you've come up with a Robotech car with 6 wheels and no smooth surfaces at all. It's sharp angles everywhere, baby. This thing is so fast. Robotech dealer near you.
Man, we have all kinds of products to showcase. This Robotechnology is great. Not a
It sure
comfortable
is,
ride.
Steve.
It's not a comfortable
Why?
ride, but it gets you where you got to go.
I heard it can go speeds unheard of before in four-wheeled vehicles simply because of the drivetrain. Powered by Robotechnology.
I've heard it can go 24 ground units in a single turn.
Oh boy.
I heard
Robotech
it invented
returns.
ground units. I'm actually trying to get to the Palladium stuff right now real quick. I was going to bring up all some of their equipment listings, products. Let me see. Sourcebook 1, deck plans.
But for the most part, this is the setup for the next conflict. The enemy is moving in, and they want to murder you, it seems.
What?
Well, it's time to get on
No.
They really didn't like the way that you were talking about how the Zentradi mecha are completely inferior.
I didn't say that at all. I inferred it heavily, but I didn't say it. I'm nice.
I'll say it.
I have happy feelings
You inferred
all of the time.
You inferred heavily.
I inferred with words such as not superior to our own technology. I didn't say theirs was inferior. I just said it's not superior to our own superior technology. Based off of theirs. Huh, that's we're humans. We're cool.
Yeah.
Murder, death, kill. Let's do it. Archie's gonna.
Yeah.
I think is Skull Squadron out there ahead of us.
Yes, Gold Squadron is defending like another area of the screen from a large force of stuff.
They're in sector Skull.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll jump out. I'll jump out front and try to get in there. Like
We're gonna put you back in sector 10.
now, where are we? Are we
Hopefully, you don't lose half of yourself.
Are we in orders to attack? Or are we just? Are we kind of? We're just a shield
Yeah.
right now.
Shield for the moment, as I'm just about.
It all depends on what orders we get.
Now, but our last orders were meat shield.
Meet
Yeah.
shield.
Okay. No,
Alright,
But you guys can at this point see the large alien ship, which I will now blow up so that way you guys can see it a little bit better.
Oh, I'm so glad we can see it now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It is obviously not this big. The scout ship is totally bigger than the SDF-1, guys. It's only 500 meters, but it's bigger.
And that's a scout ship. I give up.
Isn't a space unit? Isn't each space unit a kilometer?
Something like that. I'm not actually sizing up to 500
Yeah.
kilometers. This is for scale. We're using this for scale.
Yep.
The scales are off because you got mecha size plus naval size in the same place.
Yeah.
Cat.
I think if the comms are working, he's going to blast on all frequencies towards the ships. You know, it's kind of not a directed thing in space, but you
Yeah.
know that's the idea.
You're trying to hail the enemy.
Yeah.
All right. So
This is Captain Colors of the SDF-1 or of Earth. Your forces are hereby requested to stand down from combat footing and open negotiations for what hostile acts you have undertaken already, and possible apologies for any accidental hostile intentions taken by us due to the technology being. And he pauses. Untested before your arrival. And he closes the cobs and he takes it. He finishes he refills and finishes the whole glass of one go. That's not going to work. All right, spin them up. Orders to all squadrons: the moment any of them go beyond 5, at a character term, space units away, open fire. If they see a single one of them launch anything from their ships besides more of those ships, all squadrons are authorized to attack. Basically, if they blink aggressively, let them attack.
well, it's a good thing because suddenly their guns open fire and they shoot more of these out.
More scout ships.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. Just start shooting. When did this company, Gary's mod? This is actually
This is like
Gary's
bee
mod.
bullets.
Wait, did the ship?
The bees.
Did a ship the size of the ship it came out of? That just happened?
No, it's just a Gary's mod gun.
It's powered by Robotechnology.
Yeah.
That's right.
That explains everything.
Technology.
Captain, where did you get that new hat? Robotechnology.
So of course they continue moving forward, but surprisingly, you do actually get a call back from the enemy, and you are greeted with the picture of. Of course, I didn't have this prepared because I wasn't expecting you to try and open comms.
Oh no, the support guy's going to talk.
Yeah, why do you have to be such a space bard?
Wait a minute.
That's
I'm not
Alex's
a
job.
space-
Wait a minute.
He's not a space bard.
You're not playing any music.
He's at
Bards
best
don't
a
have to-
space rogue.
Space Rogue. Yo.
Let me see. Do I have a picture here that I can use? Totally can, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I'm looking.
You
Space
don't have to
Bard.
give this one a name and face. You can say this particular scout ship is just some big purple dude.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but yeah, no, we will. Yeah, no, you are greeted by the sight of. I had picture didn't upload, of course. God dang it.
Take a second. Pausing for effect. Enhancing.
Pausing. Yeah, and
Incoming
zoom
transmission.
enhance.
Put it on screen. I can't. It's loading.
Enhancement.
Enhance grid. All of it.
Mm-hmm. But
It seems we're zoomed way out. No, sir, we're the opposite. We're zoomed way in. That's his lapel. Then zoom out. Dude's huge.
you are given a sight of this guy who I'm going to totally use, even though he has a name, but he is pretty much a faceless Zentradi commander.
Which guy?
Are we seeing face somewhere?
Yep, I'm going to...
We're all like,
Where? Mike said so.
he's beaming it directly into our minds.
Yeah, right there. That guy.
That guy appears on my screen.
Yep, that guy appears.
He's huge.
And he goes...
He wide.
He wide. He thick. But no, he proceeds to go... You forces of the Micronians, you shall disarm and desist. That ship belongs to us, and you will surrender it, or else.
You do know that we're not going to do that because you're still okay. We're gonna have to respectfully say
surrender. The Zentradi will destroy you.
You do know that if you continue aggressive activities, you will kill civilians, unarmed, non-combatants.
You make it sound as if that would matter because of your actions. The Robotechnology and protoculture will be ours.
Do they know what civilians are?
I mean, technically, I think they do.
I would really love for you to explain what protoculture really is to us, since you seem to know a little bit more about it than we do. But we have civilians on board that might be dying, so we're going to have to say no right now. We can come back to this later. If you would give us a few hours, revolutions around the sun type thing, we'll get back to you. And even if we don't have a sneaky, subterfuge type play where our guns come back online, we start shooting, we will still talk.
It's at this point he just kind of stares at you and goes, you besmirched my patrol. Wait, wrong series. You besmirch my honor. The Zentradi will have that ship with or without your consent, and it cuts out.
Okay, I botched that. Space barbarians are going to take our ship, or we can start firing anytime people are ready. He kind of leans and looks at the girl that's in charge of the guns. Anytime now.
Meanwhile, Sammy kind of leans over. I don't know. I think they're more like space Mongols.
What's really the difference, though? I mean, they're not on horses.
They could have mecha horses. I saw an anime with that once.
I could see the four-wheeler space thing, but I mean, some of them look like chicken walkers from that old TV show, Wars of the Stars or something.
Yeah, it's. By the way, as you guys are going back and forth on this, like explosions are going on starting to go off outside the ship, and
yes. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. He pushes the button to go. Okay. We are at battle stations, and hurry up.
And it's at this point the conflict will begin. Of course, you guys. There's no one getting the drop on this, so we go skip this surprise phase, then we go straight to the communication phase. You guys, you obviously have several conflicts here. Mainly the Zentradi have a big number of dudes over there, and you also have to defend the civilians in pods still who are being worked inside by the phalanxes.
Yep. So
both of these could be very bad if they happen to fail.
So the captain's going to be splitting between one of his two actions. Is both of them are going to be in the first phase. Mm-hmm. He's going to do the scanning stuff as normal. It's going to be his go-to thing for at least one action all the time.
All right.
Which would be, in this case, be ordering his girls, and then he'll do the other stuff. And his other one will be I want to say, multiprocessor.
All right.
Yeah, I think multiprocessing to get all the pods in an untimely manner. To try to basically micromanage that shit.
All right, yeah. So you'll be able to give the crews a bit of a boost. You obviously can't contribute directly to them passing that test, but you can definitely help them.
Yeah, that was my idea. I'm just going to give them boosts. And the thing with the girls, I'm going to order the crack team to do their thing, and that's going to go towards this first turn scans. There's just going to be an observe action for that one.
And what will you be attempting to observe?
Let me bring that back up. I literally just left that page.
It was like 155 or something.
Yeah, I'm there. It was just next page. It's going to be, I'm going to say total number.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm going to stick with 50-50 here. Weak points or total number. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go discover hidden units.
Okay, you're going to go for discover hidden units with them, and then.
Yep.
All right, so
that's what I'm going to be doing.
All right, and then we'll go to Archibald. Archibald, what you doing? The enemy has started firing, and people are moving to engage.
I have a question.
Yes.
How do I know if one of my weapons is a light weapon, or are none of my weapons on a ship?
None of your ship weapons are light weapons on your mecha because they're all mecha class weapons. Light weapons are like your sidearm and stuff.
You know, when I took Deadeye as one of my talents, I was thinking my ship, not thinking me personally.
Oh, okay.
But so I might have to change that one, but I'm not going to worry about it right now.
Okay, yeah, you can change it really quickly if you want.
I'll look later after we get going. Yeah. But now, do I have any of my Silver Squad left for me? Because I think we lost some, but not all, right?
About half of it.
Yeah, about half of them. They're out doing things and engaging and stuff.
So is it really literally the three of us to face all of this coming in?
You could try to pull the rest of the squad back.
Yeah, you could try to call for more backup and stuff, but you do have like a couple of like each one of these groups is about like 4 or 5 Valkyries.
Oh, these are these are
Valkyries. Yeah, each one of these are like little groups of Valkyries. The only difference is this one, which is a cat's eye and 2 Valkyries.
Yep, they're like mini swarms, while you guys are individuals.
Now, who's commanding them?
Technically just general orders down the line, but you could try to tell them or assist them to do things. Because there are lots of dudes.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I have enough dudes that I'm looking at here. We got, looks like at least 6 groups besides the scout ship. I see the scout ship and I want that, but we're going to have to get through it first. So Archie's goal is to get
a difficult one to kill.
It's naval weapons. It's rough.
Now, is it impossible for a single Veritech or a few to take it down if they hit it in the right spot? Or maybe we don't know that.
You can fly inside it.
Yeah, no, you could definitely. There's a couple different ways you could definitely do that. And I'm going to cut you off, Mecha, because I'm technically not going to let you spoil how to do it. But no, you can definitely do a couple of different things with it.
I definitely want to. I think we should get in close. I would like to. That's
a good idea. We want to keep them away from the civilians.
Well, we're ordered to attack now, though, right? We're on offense.
Yep. You're authorized.
Like, try to keep the fight as far away from the civilians as possible.
Oh yeah, no, we're going in. I'm a crazy effort, and it just, thrusters on, and I'm like, kid, you want to learn to do some fun stuff? Follow me. Otherwise, kill as many of these guys as you can. Chuck.
I'm on you.
You ever seen the inside of an alien spacecraft?
No, but I bet the tech boys back home would like it.
Well, let's give them a story to tell later. Let's say you.
You want me going in there?
Well, you're not going to go alone. Not before me.
Oh, right. No. I was making sure you weren't just going to send me in there and go, bye-bye.
No. Let's race. And I think I want to, and I don't know how these will split up the roles, but I want to try to tell the surrounding Veritech squads, and maybe I have to throw my weight around a little bit. It's like, form a defensive wall or an offensive wall, keep them away from the civilians and attack. I kind of leave it, and then Chuck and I are going to try to, shoot them on the way through, but get past them, behind them, and go towards the ship. And then I kind of, let Alex, I gave Alex an option. I know that's not really probably a chain of command, but I want to see what he feels like he can do because he's brand new. So, but I think so. One part of my move, depends on how I split them up, is go, hey, you guys form up and make a wall. And second part is to zoom towards the ship.
All right,
so
or attack on the way. Maybe do some attacking on the way.
Let me see.
That's my thought from my.
So one of them would definitely be in the ops phase.
Okay. Yeah, like either dodging through or even attacking while blasting through.
Yep. And
would assist.
It all depends. Do you want me to come in with you, like as in terms of out of character, or do you want me to stay outside and like rally the forces?
You know, I was just about to say you should go inside and attack us because that'd be fun. But as a support character,
yeah,
it might be awesome if you do that. I mean, you can do obviously whatever you want out of character.
I am optimized sort of
You
enhance other forces.
You can come enhance us personally as we try to get close, or you can enhance the NPCs outside. I mean, both are good options, but you also got the captain out there doing those types of things, I think, too. Or, he's going to be firing naval weapons, isn't he? Scanning.
Does the SDF-1 have anti-air?
It has like some anti-air
We have
stuff.
defensive. It's just there's a listing that literally just says 3 banks of particle cannons, 2 banks of torpedo tubes, rails of banks, and then later it goes, and it has defensive weapons.
So there's guns to protect it if things get up close. They're not going to be as effective as a bear attack.
We could try to pull, say, this or one of the Veritech units to handle the stuff from the outside while you guys go inside, and like lock them up over here.
Oh, lock everybody up right in front?
So like bog the enemy down here while you guys go inside.
Sure. Do you want to do the bogging? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think
Because I'll be able to keep the NPCs going strong and long enough to sort of bog them down is my hope.
I'm okay with that. As we try to help give orders, Alex will try to take it from there. And
So
we'll try to
for the
sneak
orders, you'll be rolling in the assist phase to basically give them bonus dice by telling them what to do.
in. Okay.
So you'll need to split up your 2 rolls between assist and ops phase.
Oh no, I've not split up my rolls yet, but I kind of wanted to on purpose.
Yep. So to do this, you'll choose 1 skill to roll in the assist phase and 1 skill to roll in the ops phase.
And then that's how it'll be split up. Okay, but you still can't go over 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't had time to relieve our stress from last time, right?
You haven't had a lot of time. After this, there'll be time to reduce stress.
Okay, but I only have 1 of 5, so we can still get some stress if we really need to go over our burnout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, did we all talk in the communication phase? Are we all kind of set up what we're going to do?
Yep. So I'll go down one final time on the list. Captain, what do you want to do?
Observe and assist.
All right. Mecha, what do you want to do?
I want to split my stuff up. I want to use star quality to help rally the center group in, I think, the support phase, and then flash move to get them and myself to blitz at these 2 groups of battle pods.
All right. And then we go to Lucas. What would you like to do?
I feel like. Well, I was even thinking hunker down so I could defensively squeeze my way through there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to look at my. I don't know. There's so many options. That's not intuition. We're gonna be under fire, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, no.
Nope, you're not going to be under fire.
Who would shoot at you? You're so beautiful.
So just so you know,
said.
just so you know, with hunker down, the cost of it is you will be immobile.
Slow.
You'll actually be like you'll have to stay and like actually dodge and that stuff but if you can still move and do it, but it will be at disadvantage.
Wait, so how about strafing run? I think it's skirmish.
Oh, strafing run will work for defense on that one.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, moving is what you need to do with it.
Yep. Okay, so
you
we're gonna
fire and you can shoot down any missiles coming near you type thing. So.
Okay, I'm gonna skirmish to get through, and then that's a value of 3. So then smooth. Let's see, under fire, intuition. So the first one is my cost, and the second one's my benefit, right? Is it in the parentheticals there?
Yep. So basically, the benefit is it's how you basically kind of like if you're using the skill in a certain way, it'll work better. But if you go against the cost, it'll actually make it worse or harder, rather.
Okay. Counter position?
Counter position should work.
I mean,
Because you know that they're very much coming in to destroy you.
okay. I'm thinking counter position for like giving orders, right?
Oh yeah, no, you can definitely do that because you know that their entire thing is they're going to be coming in,
Yeah.
so you're going to try and
Okay,
tell
gotcha.
these guys, okay, position to defend.
All right, so I'll probably do that's also a value of 3, but I'll probably do that one as a 2 to not go over or not right away. So I think that's my decision.
All right, so support phase is up. Captain, you will start with you.
All right, I'm doing the targeted observe phase, observe target of that little group right there in the front.
Okay.
But I'm going to activate my talent of Watchdog. Once per encounter during the support phase, you may treat a targeted scan as an area scan.
All right.
So I get to keep all successes on this.
So
Which
you're going
using my-
after the battle pods?
The battle
or-
pod to start with, but it's actually
Right.
going to hit everything
Oh, neat.
because I use the area instead. The area, normally the area scan, when you do it, you have your successes.
Because you're scanning an area, and there's a
You're
lot of
scanning
things in it.
But I've got Watchdog, and
I will say that you have an edge on this.
I already do because I'm using the
okay.
the ship's equipment plus my crack team, which is
All right, then you will have advantage on this because you actually have an AWACS in the field.
so it's a double advantage.
Sky Eye in your language.
So I
Yeah.
think it's
It's
anyway.
actually Okanieba.
Mhm.
So it's 3,
4 successes.
which
4.
actually your 5s counts as 2 because of advantage.
Oh, that's right. So that's
So it's 2, 4, 6.
6. Nice.
advantages.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that was for discover hidden units in the
All right.
area.
You do discover a hidden unit. This is new. As the scares are going off, Captain, we got a new type out there.
Catalog it.
A
Keep it
new
alive.
model?
Putting it up on your screen, Captain, and out there you see what it looks to be a.
Wasn't there already one in the back?
Hmm?
There
You
was
had
one back here already.
You had one hide in the back of the map.
Oh no, I didn't have that there. Shut up. That wasn't there. That's Omega 13. That didn't happen. Yeah, no, you see one of these things with these giant cannons for arms, a cannon on top, and it seems to be a little bit of a tougher cookie.
All right, designate that as danger unknown.
Oh,
Roger that, sir.
that one looks fun. If this guy just popped up, do we know that it's there now with your scan?
Yeah, you guys can. Well, actually, I don't know. Captain, do you tell
Well,
them?
that's why he said designated danger unknown because he wants it. He feeds it to their targeting computers.
Yep. And so,
Out of curiosity, and just so I know how much danger I'm in, does it happen to be painted red?
you cannot tell at this distance because it's
Oh.
far, and it's totally a far distance, man. Like, look how many space units. Wait, that's feet.
It's only 75
Don't we
feet.
have
That's
really
not
good,
very
like-
far.
But can't you, don't we have really good magnification on our, sensor packages?
Stop it. Stop thinking.
You're in a 1D. You don't.
Yeah, they're 15. It's super far. It's 15 space units.
That's 15 kilometers away?
Yeah, it's totally. It's like, just shut up.
Get back in character, you.
Yeah, get back in character. Stop asking if it's your rival.
Well,
Which
actually, it's
is
more of I want to know if I'm really going to get killed by it, because the red guy's scary.
You don't
Which
think it's the same guy.
That's why I was asking, because it's a good gauge of danger.
Yeah. The other guy was flying one of the fighter pods, so you don't think that he would have gotten put up into a better thing randomly? But
Is he lost?
who knows? Who knows?
All right.
Yeah.
So-
Oh boy.
Support phase, Alex, Mats, go. Or actually, no,
Alright.
Captain, you have the other support
Yeah.
phase.
Yep.
He's doing both.
I'm doing we're skipping the obscure and we're doing the assist.
All
So
right.
for the assist, I was going to do machinations. Oh,
And
no,
you were going to
multiprocessing.
help the pod or help the phalanxes.
Yep.
Because they're literally just giant boosters with missiles.
Yep. This does not feed into my nature, so this is going to be a 3 for 5. 0 successes.
Ooh.
Oof.
Are you in your element to reroll or not?
Yeah, I think he might be in his element. He's commanding stuff.
Well, coordinator. Yeah, tree leader uses every advantage. So yeah,
I'll let you reroll.
we'll try it again.
Omega 13.
17 successes.
One.
One success.
All right, so that's still one success that
It
one of
gets
those
it
groups
gets a
can-
number on the board, so that's what I needed.
Yep. So they'll definitely have stuff to do during the out. They'll definitely have bonus dice during the outs phase. Which we now go to Alex Metz in the support phase.
All right, I'm going to be trying to rally these guys
All right.
to
So
help
roll
me
your-
take on the battle.
And you're going to be using Rally Cry.
I was going to be using star quality
Star
to help,
quality.
to help, direct them and get them to pay attention to me.
All right. So
Blast
roll
that.
your star quality.
And is that in my element?
I'll say it is because you're definitely trying to play up your
Yeah.
stuff.
Alex Markson blasting his number 3 track hit.
So it's 3 successes.
Yeah.
All right.
3 is good.
So you've told them what to do, and they'll actually get some bonus dice out of this.
So I'm going to peel off from Archibald and Chuck and go head up these guys.
All right.
I
Yep. So
suppose.
I'll allow that for this because you're kind of taking over that unit for right now. Next up, Archibald, you were wanting to tell people what to do in the assist phase or support phase rather.
Well, aren't we in the isn't ops? Wait.
It actually fits into the assist phase.
Okay. And, I have on this little chart it says support ops and cinematic. Where's the assist phase?
Support.
Under support. Okay.
It's part of support.
Okay. I'm
It's
sorry.
the third one under support. So you assist your allies, you use successes to give them successes, basically.
All right. So I'm basically like he's rally crying. I'm like follow that guy. He's got a good idea.
All right. So roll your skill plus
Counter position. So.
Yeah. So you roll your counter position.
All right. So that's 2. I'm rolling at 2 dice, and that's a target number of 5.
Yeah.
Oof. Not so sure about this, but we'll find out. Ooh.
Oof. So they'll still do it. It's just you're not giving them any bonus dice.
Okay.
It's not like, what? I can't hear you. And they're just like
Yeah.
hanging up on you.
Okay. How many?
Support phase is typically a little safer for you to botch at.
That's true. Okay.
But attack, defend, redirect, those are direct impacts.
Well, here I go for that attack thing. I see the red guy. I'm like, we gotta put that notch in our belt, Burns.
It's actually not the red guy.
Well, whatever he is, that
Yeah.
thing that pops up on the screen.
It'd
Yeah.
be you.
I have my computer immediately color code those things red for me. If
Yeah,
that's
the
Red
block.
means bad.
Yep.
Yep. Orange means awesome because that's my color. Red means bad, which most of them are red, but this is more red. And I'm throwing down. And let's go get him, Chuck. And how many spaces?
GM rolls.
No, what? No, I'm not rolling anything. Shut up. No, but I'm actually rolling stuff in the background for the other units who are acting.
Oh, neat. For a moment, I got terrified.
I'm not killing
You should still be terrified. Just don't believe anything he's necessarily saying. You should know this. Come on. Look at Mike's not denying it. He has a semi-smile. And now he has a full-out laughter, so... No poker face there.
Don't worry. Tonight, you.
How many spaces could we... units for the SDFs to travel?
For the SDF, for you guys and the Valkyries, it's...
Robotech.
You guys can move 5 movement spaces in jet mode. Or no, sorry, I was looking at 5 kilometers. 10 space
I
units.
thought it was okay. And I was looking under my guns, which had the unlimited ammunition. 'Cause I'd like to shoot those at first, but it doesn't show the range on there. So does that mean it's close
Which one?
range?
Which
I
ones?
mean, you can just use your gun pod, because until you use your heavy burst, that's got as much ammo as you need.
Mhm.
Since it's not leaking this time.
No, my head lasers. I guess I was looking at those.
Your head lasers are close range.
They're considered integrated lasers. They're actually a range of short.
You'd want to use your gun pod or your missiles at this range.
Well, what's my gun pod? Which I'm trying to look for. Is that the GU-11?
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Okay.
gun pod is listed as a medium, blast 1, which the E stands for.
Extended
I only see it says
Extended.
medium on mine, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm in the book. So
I don't know how far away medium is. I've moved 5 of my 10 squares where I am at.
I
One
have-
second.
Not all 10.
Not yet. I want to see how far medium is, and I want to stay. I know I want to get in there, but I
sorry.
think the plans have just changed because I want to see what this guy's like.
Okay, range. Let me find the range. I had it up here a second ago. Range and speed. Okay.
If I'm gonna be the ace
What
pilot,
range?
I gotta go right at this big baddie. Like he looks bigger and badder than the
Medium
rest, right? Yeah.
Is 6 to 12 units. So 6 to 12 squares away.
Okay, yeah, you're in medium range.
Yep.
Short is 1 to 6. Melee is 1, of course. Long range is 12 to 36. Extreme is over 36.
So I will.
The whole map.
I know
Extreme.
as Alex is doing his encouragement roll, I'm next to him and he peels off from everybody else, but I kind of stay with him up to at least this point. Then we'll probably start to separate.
All right,
And,
yeah, it makes sense.
And then I'm like, I just see the guy. I'm like, oh, Chuck, quick pit stop, just like before. But instead of getting wine, we're going to blow up this awesome-looking alien pod. Let's do it. All the guys will give us major props. Maybe even Roy. Maybe Roy will finally notice me.
Notice me, senpai.
And I'm gonna gun him down with that strafing run that we was talking
All
about
right,
earlier.
so
Heavy
on your
burst?
second one,
Or-
are you going to be rolling the heavy burst or no?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Are you going to be rolling with heavy burst or no? Because
don't-
heavy burst basically it's a different way to use your gun. It counts as an equipment suite where you can use it 2 times,
I see that.
and it does.
Skill of
It's on page 101.
It's a skill of 2. I see.
And
on
it
my
ignores
sheet.
1 armor.
Do
Does
note
it?
though, if you use up both uses of heavy burst, your gun is then out of ammo.
I will use.
Other than that, it's shooting is just flavor.
Well, then I will use it once with a heavy burst. So I'll add a 2 skill to my roll, right? And I'm already rolling at a 3, so I'll be rolling 5 dice. I believe I'm in my element at this point because I'm going
Yep.
direct engagement with enemy mecha, right?
Mm-hmm.
Strafing run, some fighting on the move. So I would have that 3 plus a heavy burst, which would give me 2, and my target number is still 5.
Yep.
All right, and then if I
But
hit
you
him,
won't suffer burnout because the equipment puts you over 5.
Okay.
Yep.
I do have. Oh shoot. Oh no, that was Deadeye. That's the. Oh dang it! I'm gonna have to look at the talents because that's what I want to use Deadeye for. But you said I can ignore 1 armor, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what I decided. I'm gonna go with it. So let me roll 5 dice at a target number of 5. So and then I can re-roll the failures.
Yep.
All right, so I have
Showboating.
two successes and 2 more, so a total of 4 success.
All right.
And then Chucky. Oh, was Chuck supposed to do anything on his turn?
Chuck already did some stuff.
Oh,
He actually rolled to talk to those other 2 squadrons and gave them bonus dice when you couldn't.
that's good.
Doing exactly what I
I give
wanted
Har-
him to do.
I give heroic speech, and then it fails. Then I tell my sidekick, give another
Give a
heroic,
heroic
speech.
speech.
Yeah.
Give me one for me.
Also, where's
Realize
the range chart, by the way?
What's that?
Oh, the range
The range chart.
is page 167.
167. Thank you. Now I know how to far I can kill you.
Medium range is 6 to 12. So everything that's flying around right now is pretty much in the 12 range, and the 2 big ships are at the 12s, or meet long range right now,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't much matter to the naval ships. They've got a lot longer.
Yeah, the
range.
naval ships can do whatever they want.
I mean,
But yeah,
everything on mine is long range and extreme.
so give me 1 second because I have to GM roll this guy.
See, rail cannons.
Not out in front of the audience.
Okay, fine. I'll roll out in front of the audience to kill you. Such look what I deal with, guys. These whiny people.
I want to know if I hit the guy. What about that?
Yeah, no. I'll roll for it. Don't worry.
I'm not whining. I just want to
worry.
know. I just want to know,
You're
Mike.
whining.
I just want to know if I shot him.
The only person who really whines around here is the captain.
I know, right?
How? He'll drink to that. Thank you very
And
much.
it's so good too.
He'll drink to anything.
That too.
I'll drink to that.
So good. Oh, don't die. I need you to be meat shields. Your fighters are more expensive than your lives, and I need both.
All right, so.
Oh crap, that was good. Anyway, I'm gonna have to.
All right, so
drink to
for
that.
defense test, he's using 5 dice, or they are rather. So they get 2 successes. So you manage to land a couple of quick shots on this one with your GU-11, but even with the rounds that you're hitting, it doesn't seem to actually penetrate the armor as they deflect off.
Even with the ignoring one armor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sucks. I'm gonna have to get crazy
The
now.
GM might be maybe making alternate stats for things.
Well, that's not
We'll
cool,
do
dude.
the same thing.
It's not,
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you run modifications past me, I might allow it.
Oh,
I have made a
I will
change
run it
to my
by you after
guns.
it
It
shoots at
ignores 4 armor.
Unfortunately, no, they do not have depleted uranium nuclear rounds for you.
What about heat missiles?
I mean, technically, that's your missiles are already better than heat missiles.
yeah.
Just saying.
Dang it! All right.
What about Sabo rounds for the gun pod instead of slugs?
I already got them.
I should use
Probably
my
already got
missiles.
them. But no.
Oh, I gotta look at talents.
Yeah,
Yikes.
well, so it's not your turn now. You can look at talents while I murder you.
Thank you, sir.
So, Alex Matz, did you have an ops roll that you wanted to make?
Yeah, I was using flash move to help blitz these guys over into that direction.
All right, so you're not really using it for an attack. You're basically using it to help move them closer.
Yeah, although it was sort of helping to sort of be a blitzkrieg. We're coming out of nowhere.
All right, so we'll count that as basically a defense test, so that way you can actually roll it for defense. Okay.
All right, and I was going to be using my missiles for attacking, so that's
Alright.
7 dice total.
All right.
And I'll be splitting those into obviously 4 defense, 3 attack against
Okay.
the battle pods here.
All right, so those guys have 5 battle pods each squadron.
Yeah.
The fighter pods have been upgraded to 6 per squadron.
So we're moving. I think it's flash move is short range. So technically, I guess that's right here.
Yeah, you can move with anywhere in that range. Just do note, putting yourself very far out in front with no allies could be problematic.
I remember I was rallying these guys to
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah, no.
Right.
These 4 guys.
Yep.
Or 5 guys, rather. Sorry. 5 guys.
And my goal was mainly to distract everything so that Archie and Chuck could get through.
All right. So, so roll your attack dice.
And I'm going to be using Copycat,
All right. Hello.
which gives me an edge because piloting is obviously out of my element. And Copycat lets me sort of pick up on things I observe.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely say that it works for this time. This time.
So this is for attack. Yeah, target number is 4 because of edge. Ugh. Not
All right,
terrible.
so 1 hit, and you were targeting the battle pods.
Yep.
I'll
And then-
also roll the other guys' attack.
And then I'll roll defense. And I'm praying they got a bonus. The allies.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of successes on defense.
Hey, you're probably not going to die. So the fire that you guys put out it spreads across the group, but this battle pod unit just continues chugging forward, seeming unfazed by your assault.
Oh, really?
Cough, cough. You rolled really low. Get better, bro.
Hey, he's new.
I know, but he fought Shar Aznable. Wait, what? No, get the Zaku out of here. Shoot.
I actually came up with a spelling for it in Zentra. It's like a Zentradi name.
Yeah, we'll have to look at it after the session, but in you already rolled there. Captain, you wanted to roll something in the ops phase, didn't you? No, you rolled twice in the support phase.
Yep, I'm cashed.
Okay, so obviously, these guys are gonna move up. The Cat's Eye is kind of keeping back behind everything because that's a little insane to move that far forward
Yep.
as a AWACS.
I gave bonuses to the ops phase first of the Destroids moving the pods. That's what I did.
Which I did roll, and they've been getting those pods in faster. For reference, they got this group, which I will now paint with a blue dot. Or blue dot is blue group, and the other one is green group. Blue group got 3 successes. Green group got 2 successes. So they're working it in. It's going to take it's going to take a little bit longer, but they are doing work, and they do seem to be working fast.
Cool. Then that means I can do 1 less assist next round and do something more fun.
Mm-hmm. But Alex Matz, you seem to have drawn the ire of or rather, because you're the closest, you have you see this guy just literally jump to the side, after images, and then pop up right in front of you. As
He's
pops up
fast.
there.
What did you do? Going ahead
Bought
like
you an
that?
opening is what I did.
And
That's true.
Open.
I'm a support character. You guys are the ones taking out the big threat is my rationale.
mhm. And
Now I book it.
now it's gonna hurt first. As you hear over radio comms, I've got you in my sights, and you see it pull its arms together and go as it spreads the fire all across 180 degrees in front of it in short range.
Ooh.
So
So we're fighting Soldier 76?
more or less. So basically everything 6 squares in
Ooh.
180 degrees. So basically all of you and Archibald.
I hate to do this early in a round of combat.
Oh, you're gonna be mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say
No.
50-50 what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say Pride of the Fleet. Once per encounter or engagement, you may negate any action at any time. They must be able to see you, my mech or naval vessel, to make this happen.
Oh.
Oh my God.
These are not the battle pods you want to fire at.
Fine.
Thank
the
you,
officer
Captain.
upon
Sorry.
remembering his,
These are not the flyers you want to fire at.
so upon seeing his angle, he notices that he might one of the shells might fly past and hit the SDF-1, something he's been told not to do. So he, right as you see these cannons charging up point blank, and by the way, this would have really hurt.
Yeah, I scuffled up. The ship moved forward just 1 square, just enough to where it's like in accidental range of those weapons. Theoretical range.
Theoretical range, yeah. And so, unfortunately, he will not shoot the crap out of you. So his attack action has been wasted this turn.
Oh.
He still got his defenses dice earlier.
Well done, Captain.
And now,
And
Archie
now
has
there's
an
a
open
swarm of
path.
pods.
I know, but now I want to get that guy, even though.
I have more things I could do, but I was like, that one's more fun for me at this moment because I can just hand wave stop instead of just blast him.
Oh man, you're so no fun.
I
wanted to kill Alex.
I've got so many cool abilities that it's just basically being
quick,
a GM.
beat him with the
dick.
power of teamwork.
I can make you ignore wounds. I can.
So, you know what? Instead, the tactical pods, of course, are going to start. So they start blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah.
They talked to me in a way that I could not refuse blasting him.
So this group of tactical pods here is going to shoot down here. This group is going to shoot right here, for reference. And they are... You know what?
I think we buffed all these guys, didn't we?
Yeah, no, they do have bonus dice, which is going to be really nice because the enemy is using all cannons face forward. Their special equipment suite, if they're in short range, they can fire all 4 particle cannons at a target.
Ooh.
It gives them 3 extra dice, and they can use this unlimited. So if I wanted to be really mean, every turn they could do this, but I'm not. So these were 5 pods per plus 3, so it's 8 dice to each of these pod groups. So they're dividing up to 4 attack, 4 defend. That's 2 successes on the southern group to attack, and their defense numbers 2, and then the top group. Oof.
4.
Come on.
4 success there, and then
That was a bad roll. I accidentally hit enter. One,
you
two.
only roll a 4, Mike. That's it. Dice on table.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
So the northern group has 3 defense dice. The southern group has 2 defense dice. Yeah. So the southern group gets 2 successes on attack. So unfortunately, one of the 5 Veritech fighters does get hit and is not exactly looking good, as one of his wings in his fighter mode gets sheared off by the fire, but he manages to change to Battleoid mode before he takes another direct hit.
We don't need wings in space.
You don't need wings in space, but Star Wars effect.
So is it
The
these
wing gets
guys,
sheared off,
these
so the
guys,
planes
or
are
these
shaking.
guys that got hit?
It was the southern group that got hit, and the northern group, this group over here, is about to get hit. The one that came with you.
No.
I'll even put. You know what? I'll put. I know what dot to put on them. I'll put the red dot for red shirts.
Now you've doomed them.
Red shirts and brown pants, as Lucas said.
Seems that 4 successes on that attack. Let me just make sure of my stuff. Equipment.
Oh man, there's so many options, things to do. Now, how? I mean, I don't have the fast transformation. How much of a turn does that take to transform?
It's
It
just
counts
an
as one
action.
of your equipment. It takes up one of your equipment suites.
So yeah, use it as part of an action, I guess.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I could transform and then use the other half to attack.
Well, it will actually give you a bonus to your attack because it's considered an equipment suite.
Yep. You just wouldn't be able to use something like your gun pod.
And if you transform into specific ones, they actually can give different bonuses depending on the action. Like you can turn into fighter mode if you need to if you're trying to like blast away so that way you don't get shot down, or you can use Battleoid to more directly aim at targets.
That's what I was thinking about going Battleoid, then firing missiles.
Yeah, no, you can definitely do that.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Now
Now that Alex
thanks.
is surrounded, it's like I can't let this kid die right away. Yikes!
so in
Now
your
help
We'll all
him out.
die if the ship doesn't get taken out.
in the group following you, one of the entire squadron starts dipping and diving before the leftmost member, Magenta 5, takes a direct hit and gets shot down right through the cockpit.
Magenta 5 now.
And of course now the fighter pods are acting, because fighter pods, I can't let you guys have anything fun. I gotta kill you.
Come on, dude.
I'm evil. I'm sorry.
Why you have to do this? It's only game.
Yes, that's why. So this group right here, this most southernmost one, is going to attack you, Archibald, with their missiles as you see a bunch of a missile warning pop up, and you see a whole bunch of targets on your HUD start appearing, and they're swirling, and they're getting closer.
Probably should put some things into defense. Chuck?
I see them! Right!
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap,
Please
oh
shoot
crap.
those missiles down for me, bud. I appreciate it.
He's already spent both of his actions helping the other squadron.
I don't care. Wait, that was meta. Never mind.
Yeah, so
Didn't you tell him to do that?
So
Probably.
these guys, there is 5 to each one of these squadrons, and they get a boost of 4 because of tactical missiles.
Uh-oh.
So they're putting 5 into the attack and 4 into defense.
Man, I'm not. Why are they shooting at me?
Wow, they missed.
Yeah.
But they do have 2 defenses in case someone shoots them.
I'm just sweating bullets over here. I mean, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Lucas is.
This one can shoot up to long range, which long range was 36.
36 units?
Yeah, I believe the long range was 36 units. Can someone check on that?
Cow.
Long range is 24 units.
24, sorry.
Increments
combat.
double each time.
I was reading ground combat before. but-
So 24. So, yeah, no, they'll be targeting the green group of phalanxes
Oh, man. That's not
with their attacks, which they're going to split it up the same way. So 5 attack, 4 defense. They get 2 hits. And 1 defensive success. Oh, wait, no. No defensive successes. I accidentally put a 4 in there. Which 2, I don't think that even damages the phalanxes. Yeah, no. So the phalanxes, they start getting hit, and they're like, Captain, the enemy's firing on us.
Long range.
Capitan?
Capitan. El Capitan.
Who said that?
The green group, one of the phalanxes.
Scramble mortar destroids. We need to screen those pods for as long as possible. You're authorized if you're within range to fire back.
Yes, sir. So next turn,
I want
they
at least
start firing.
one of your squadrons, however, moving those pods. The more of them are out there, the more likely they are to get hit by stray blasts.
Yep. So next turn, they will be able to start firing as they already had their actions. And next turn, I will also deploy a couple extra Veritech or Destroy.
Authorize all destroyed forces to deploy across the hull of the ship except for the monsters. We are too inaccurate with those, and they are too new, and I do not want us shooting our friends in the back.
And I don't want to mine broken.
And, well, that's the third one, but
Yeah. So for now, I'll just throw out a couple of units on the hull or some of your spaces, but these will not be able to fire next turn as they're deploying next turn.
But they are there.
Yep. So it's going to be a defender unit and a tomahawk unit.
Defender and a tomahawk.
very nice.
So that's mediums.
And so a couple extra attacks here. But northernmost group is shooting northernmost Veritech unit. 1 hit.
Long range for the mobile.
And then finally, the this group is going to be targeting the cat's eyes unit, which is 1 times cat's eye and 2 times Veritech.
Leave that cat's eye alone. Wow, it's like, where do we go? Like the original plan was to go in that ship, but now
Yeah, that was kind of the point of trying to distract everything at risk to bodily harm.
I know, but now it's like I feel bad. You're gonna get,
It'd be worse if it was for nothing.
Well, sure, but if you can stay alive, that would, and we can still take out some of these bad guys or all of them. That would be good.
Is the firing lines clear for the naval artillery and stuff?
For the most part, it is. It counts as space is very open, so technically, yes.
Could ask the captain to make a hole for us so we can go inside.
What? I have powers of shooting things? Oh my
No, you don't.
He doesn't?
But with that, it goes to the interaction phase, which none of us have anything to do. And then we go to communication phase for you guys. And just so you guys know, the Cat's Eye Squadron has taken one of the Veritech escorts has been shot down.
No.
So it's 1 Veritech and 1 Cat's in the Cat's Eye.
Get out of here.
So
Okay.
You
I'm
can't
just
tell
gonna
them to
try
pull
to
back.
stay alive and juke the shit out of him. Hopefully,
I think.
my plan.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My plan was to try to stay alive and just sort of juke the enemy ace.
I thought about if I can move almost close to the ship, like the front of the scout ship here, transform into Battleoid, and then I got my area effect missiles. And if I plant them right about here, I can hit all 4 of those units.
Your area effect missiles are using reaction missiles?
It's the, I think it's the mini missiles. They have 3 uses with a skill of 3, range medium, area effect 3. That's what I used. That's what I used last session, and I was doing well with. So if I maneuver by the ship here, I can actually attack 4 units with 1 shot. And I feel like that's the thing to really draw some, to help out. But
Divide his attention, maybe?
Yeah, and I'm also still moving towards the scout ship.
Yeah.
And I'm getting past their defenses.
Good idea.
Yeah, and that heart of a fleet thing, you can only do it once per turn or once per encounter, right?
What's that?
The talking to Soundwave.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is denying
Pride of the Fleet. Is once. It's just once per encounter.
Yes, now I can kill you all.
But I do have another thing very similar.
Oh. Are you just gonna keep denying me my fun of killing the party?
Well, when I've noticed you winding up for a big one, you're more than likely going to get Pride of the Fleet. So the counter B, you got to go, okay, I'm making this big attack, and I'm like, oh hi, Pride of the Fleet. And then you go, okay, and then he does his big attack.
Or you could Pride of the Fleet after the fact.
I could, but it was more fun whenever he was talking about it and building it up. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, Salvador. But yeah,
Anyway.
Your communication phase.
I'm going to be doing a rally cry type thing again for not rally cry, but an assist action for the getting the pods in, and then I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go ops phase. I think I'm going to be firing a rail cannon.
Sweet. Space Rogue. Space Rogue. Space Bard. Space Lover. Does that work? Is that a class? I think it's a class.
I mean,
sounds a bit like the lyrics to a song.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were singing a song for us there.
It sounds like it, Alex.
I'm a rogue. I'm a lover. I'm a bard.
So is your mother.
We broke it.
All right.
Some call me Maurice.
This is the start of a beautiful song. I love it.
All right. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to fire a shot, and I'm going to help the pods, and then I'm going to possibly have to use more of my hidden talents.
Which the enemy ship at least doesn't seem to be firing yet. So note that shooting them might cause them to shoot you back.
Of course.
Okay.
Good.
Just letting you know.
Expected. All right. What about Alex? What are you doing, sir?
So I was gonna try something a bit fancy.
Yes.
Push it to the limit.
Walk along the razor's edge.
So I was going to use Inspire to inspire our troops, get them fighting the enemy better. Then actually use Fast Transform and Counter Position to try to sort of fly over the top of them, transform into Battleoid, and drop down behind and shoot him in the back.
All right.
And so, because I'm going to be activating that, I'm going to be able to use 2 equipment suites. So that and the GU-11 in Heavy Burst.
All right.
Would I be able to?
And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I don't know if that will give you a bonus or anything or not, because of the whole enhanced thing.
Well, if you're using it, luckily you're able to use the 2 equipment suites. So technically, depending on how you actually we figure it out here in a second. Once it gets into the ops phase, we can figure out if there's an extra advantage on top of it. But you'll at least get both of the skill bonuses from Fast Transform. And for Lucas,
I think, I think I'm gonna go with a move to about here. Use part of an action to Battleoid, and use Missile Suite to attack these 4 units in this area, which I would like to try to perform before Alex. I'm not sure if Alex is actually going to move. If you're actually going to move your token behind this guy, but if so, I don't want to target you.
I don't think. Will he hit me if I'm behind him, or?
If
Oh,
if you were to
no.
move to the spot actually behind him on the east
I'm
of,
just not sure how the missiles work.
To be honest, I'm actually not sure how blast works half myself. I was just running off
Missiles
of
are a blast weapon, and they hit a certain radius depending on their blast number.
equal to indicated number in meters.
Mini missiles, I think, are blast 2 or 3.
Well, and then
Mine-
instead of
mine are
dodging
f-
behind him,
mine are 3.
I'll use Battleoid to grapple him and kick him and then shoot him.
All right.
So blast 3 would be blast radius equal to that many meters, aka squares. So
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, I just don't want to hit you, or at least want to go first before you were to do something like that, so you don't get hit as well. But if you change your tactic a little bit, then either way, that
It all depends. If you're going first, I'll go with the original idea.
Okay, it's fine. I don't care. I just want to make sure that I'm communicating in this phase that
It's for
about
communication.
don't move there because it's going to get real hot.
So yeah, you go first then.
At least I'm going to try.
All right. So then we'll start in the support phase, Captain.
All right.
Hold on.
Captain.
Let me go first. Inspire.
Mhm.
Everyone gets an edge. Because I
that's
tap
yours.
into all the comms channels and start playing, like Lucas said, push it to the limit.
Oh, gee.
Captain, he's doing it again. Can we shoot him?
No, just turn it down a little bit.
No, oh, okay.
Turn him off of priority comms. I read the instructions last time. I have priority comms. He does not.
Yeah, they put you on like the lowest band frequency of comms at this point.
Basically,
But
anytime
everyone
anyone else
listening gets an
keys-
edge, so I hope a lot of people are listening.
I'm listening.
We were at first.
The enemy's listening.
Oh.
Would it be demoralizing to them or no?
No, they aren't actually listening.
Oh.
They can, though. They're allowed.
No Minmay attacked this time.
No,
Not yet.
even then they might get confused because it's just,
It just keeps repeating the same phrases over and over again.
then again, Minmay does that, so.
It worked just fine for her.
They said
sure.
win like
I love you,
16
Rick. It's
times. Is
great.
that a
Thank
song
you.
or just a demoralization tactic?
We will win.
Because we
We
will win.
can
'Cause
win.
We win and we should win. And mom had windows in her house. Like, what are you going on about? Sing a song. Pick a
So
song.
anyway, everyone gets an edge for a turn.
What's the edge do again, sir?
That makes it so you hit on 4s, 5s, and 6s.
This is a perfect round for this to happen.
I'm waiting for you all to roll 1s.
Right. I'm going to also.
Well, he's in
order-
his element.
I'm going to put out across the orders for the defenders to use their mobile flak.
All right.
So, that's just like him, utilize mobile flak on the flanks so they can't just fly through.
Mhm.
So it just kind of puts explosions out there amongst the edges of the field. That's my idea there. And then I'll do my rolls, which I got edge on. So thank you for that.
Okay, so Okay, so I was actually just looking at the thing for mobile flak. It actually is blast listed 1 kilometer, so I don't think that blast actually covers that many squares.
What's the range of their flak? Like, how far do they go?
Long range.
range, and then it has blast 1 kilometer, and it covers 2 space units radius.
Yeah.
Okay, so they should be able to hit a good amount of stuff.
Yeah, I'm just saying for like missiles and stuff, it wouldn't hit 3 squares across. It would hit exactly 3 meters worth of space.
Oh yeah, they're able to hit some of the. They're easily able to hit this stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting Lucas know for his missiles.
Okay, say that, so I will not be able to spread them out that much.
Yeah, you wouldn't. If you roll really well, I'll let you split up the attack, basically the successes across groups. But instead, you wouldn't be able to just like, oh yeah, I roll 5 successes across all 5 of these groups.
Okay. So, but I can okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, when you roll, we'll be able to see how many successes you have, and then you can say, I'll take 3 of these 8 successes and throw it on that group.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So we got edge for now. I'm going to do, again, the multi-processing to keep the, hopefully the pods moving.
Mm-hmm.
And that will make that a 4 instead of a 5. I'm going to re-roll that.
Do it. Come on.
You got
Those
it.
2.
Friends for eternity, honesty,
Not,
loyalty.
no period there.
through thick or thin.
Okay.
2.
2
Better than
successes.
nothing.
2 successes on the assisting those guys to move faster.
So they are working their hardest, and they're like, "I'm trying, sir."
Understood. I'm just making sure I see where targets are coming for you, so you don't get shot in the back of the head while you move these things.
Dink. Ow! I got shot in the back of the
That was a rock.
head.
I said faster for a reason, guys.
But yeah, no. So
That's it for my support.
all right, Alex, Matts, did you have any extra support actions?
I thought using Inspire takes up an action.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. So I wasn't sure. Sorry. Silverworth, are you doing any support actions? Or are you doing all of yours in ops?
I think I'm all in ops this time.
All right. So your friend Chucky is going to fly cover for you with his 3 dice or his 6 dice or 3 dice to support you, and then 3 for himself.
Chuck, that's selfish. I want at least.
I don't want to die today, and he doesn't. He gave you 2 dice worth of successes. Stop complaining. He does so much work for you. One of these days, he's going to vanish, and you're not going to have anyone else.
I will be extremely upset if you do that, Mike. If you do that to my NPC psychic, I'm just telling you, I will be upset at you. I will meta this over to another game where I GM for you, and I will remember.
Oh no!
Lucasgvariety will remember.
I don't have
this.
any friends in Blades in the Dark.
I'll find a way. Anyways, so is that 2 successes for my offense or defense or whatever?
You can just kind of spread them.
Okay. I'm going to, because it's from him, I'm actually going to make sure I put those on defense and actually use some defense this time around. Because I don't think...
so it is the opposite.
Good plan.
But anyways, so I can move, turn into Battleoid, and then use 1 action to fire.
Yeah, so, and your Battleoid would give you the transformation equipment suite buff.
Yeah, which I think is 2
Oh,
dice.
that's right. Okay, so I was going to go...
Transformation
5,
is...
3,
2 dice.
10.
You get 2 free dice.
And if you're using this to put your firepower into something more effectively, you will actually get an edge to this.
On top of the edge I already had?
Mm-hmm.
Like
So you get advantage.
Yep.
So you'd hit on 4s, and then 5s and 6s would double.
Okay, so I'm going to do this carefully.
What's he getting the advantage or he got edge from me? Oh yeah,
1 edge from you.
And then transforming into Battleoid to more focus his firepower.
that gives an.
He's giving
It
it.
specifically marks that it says you can, in robotic mode, you can focus your firepower more effectively when using this skill when attacking, and I'm going to allow it. Hint, hint, you might be able to do it too.
I'm just trying to. I was looking for it. I didn't see that.
It didn't say enhance, but I'm thinking that since it's the most optional or optimal thing for this situation for him and what he's doing, that it gives more bonus.
I just never actually saw.
Okay, so I fly past.
In the VF1 section, I'm trying to. It's okay. It's features transformation.
Yeah.
Okay, so I fly past. I transform to Battleoid. I get 2 skill to use from using that suite, right?
Yep.
And then I blast my missiles once, which is 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 5 dice before, and then I pick 1 skill to go with that.
Actually,
right?
no, you can't use a second equipment suite because did you take fast transformation?
I did not.
Yeah, so you can only use the transformation bonus instead.
Okay. So
no missiles.
It just focuses my regular firing, right?
Yep. So you basically are like using your gun pod and stuff.
Can I still hit? Maybe I need to back up. Can I still hit this guy?
Yeah, definitely.
You definitely still hit him.
Okay.
Too bad there's no flanking bonuses in this game.
Okay.
I mean, he's already advantaged. There's not much more bonus he could get.
So I got 2 from the transformation.
Mhm.
And then I also have a thing, and I might need your help with the targeting, but I can do it once per enemy, a time shot. Once per engaged enemy target, choose locations placed to damage when attacking. All of your damage from an attack may be applied this way once per enemy you face.
Yep, so with this, you'll be able to choose where you want the damage to apply, because normally, when I take damage on enemies, I can spread that damage to multiple systems, and basically spread the damage out so that way it doesn't kill them instantly. But with this, you could say target their gun arms or something like that.
I was looking at
sensors.
I was looking at the book because it said 161, and it listed the armor, the structure, and the hardware. And then on the next page, under the mecha systems, though, it shows engines, sensors, targeting, and thrusters.
You can hit all of those.
All 7 of those things I just mentioned?
Mm-hmm. You have to choose one of them, obviously, but...
I mean, I'm liking the idea of.
Well, when you're saying hardware, Lucas,
Mhm.
the hardware is the mecha systems. Like when you say I'm going to target hardware,
Okay.
then you'd roll over to the next thing going, well, which piece of hardware are you targeting at? Because if you just said that normally, he'd say, okay, you can pick one of these 3 things with your
Mhm.
normal targeting, but you've got the ability to go beyond that to go, okay, I'm going for his engines. So it's
Okay.
hardware engines.
Actually,
Yep. So, for example,
You
with
drill through
the officer pod, you can target his heavy beam cannon, his 2 gun arms, which he has 2,
yep.
his machine guns, which are used to engage light class targets, so they wouldn't really do much to you. You can then also attack his missile bay, his enhanced sensors, or his enhanced array for sensors, which would be targeting his sensors,
Mm-hmm.
and that's really all of his equipment.
What about his engines?
His engines, you can still target those. That'll reduce his movement speed.
That sounds good. Either engines, sensors, or his gun arms. That's the tough part.
Yeah, and you can target any one of those things, but technically it will not directly kill him, but it'll make him harder, or it will make it harder for him.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay, so it won't damage him as much, but it'll make him. Yeah, but I don't.
It'll basically reduce his options.
Yeah, boy, what sounds good? Like, do I try to go for all-out damage on this guy? I mean, actually, I have a lot of advantage in dice right now
Mm-hmm.
at this very moment, so maybe overall damage would be great, and then I can target after that. I think I'm going to go all-out damage.
All right, so you're going to hit him with. All right, so. And how are you going to be splitting your attack dice?
I have man-at-arms I'm going to use.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a value of 4 plus 2 from the transformation. I got 6, and I already have 2 successes from Chuck, right?
Yep.
Those 2 successes are going to go into defense, and I'm going to use 4 for an attack and 2 of my dice for defense. So
right.
Basically add up to 4 and 4 if those other ones hit.
Yeah.
And then I am successful on a 4 up, and then 5s and 6s double.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to roll offense first.
All right.
And I'm in my element.
So you got 3 successes, and you can re-roll that 1 dice. So you have 3, 4, 5. 5 successes on the attack.
Nice.
5 on the attack, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to roll defense, right? Which is 2 dice at a target of 4. Oops.
All right, so you still have your 2 successes at least.
Do I re-roll those or not?
Yeah, you can re-roll them.
I just want to make sure. I just want to ask. If I can't, that's fine. Whatever.
Are you going to re-roll at some point or what? You still just copy
geez.
and paste the same thing again.
All right, but I think that's a pretty good move. I mean, that's 5 attack, 2 defense.
Yep, and of course he's going to be rolling his defensive action, which
For 1 success.
Now, he can only shoot at one of us.
Well, you say that.
Pretty sure that was an ability he used.
And if I can get past his armor, if I can get past his armor and give him a little structural damage, that would be nice.
Well, let's see what happens.
I think that was a talent he used last time.
Maybe.
That's right. I mean,
so he's going to take 3 damage, so normally he'd be taking 3 damage. I'm now rolling his defense dice. Wow, he just ignores it.
Are you kidding me? Dang.
He rolled 2 6s on that defense.
I still got 1 hit then, right?
Well, no, because he rolled 2 6s. They count as double. So he rolled 4 successes.
I rolled 5. I rolled 5 against him though.
Mm-hmm. And he has 2 armor.
So it's soaked.
Yep. So you shoot him in the back and you spray him, but he knew you were coming, and he kind of shoots down, and you nearly shoot at Alex Mats on the other side of him.
Sorry, I have nothing to help if you guys miss targets.
Oh, I had a question, Mike, because this is. I was thinking of taking this talent. Can I ask you about it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's called Swift Strike.
Swift Strike. Let me pull up the page on it.
Page 81. Your quick actions. I don't know if this is physical. When it says physical, I don't know if that means in Veritech to Veritech physical or actually melee. It didn't say melee specifically.
Yeah, no. So yeah, no. That would still work here.
Okay, I don't.
If you're in melee.
I don't necessarily think we tie. I'm not sure what tie means as far as this goes.
It means basically if you guys both have 5 successes on things, you would always count as having a 6th success.
Okay. I was
Be
thinking.
just
I
a
just
little
went,
quicker, or just. A
So
little
in this
steadier.
case, since he only had 4 and you had 5, it doesn't matter.
okay.
And even if you did have the 1 extra, you still get stopped by his armor.
Okay.
It's a useful skill to have for certain situations.
It's more. It's definitely more specific if you just happen to get a tie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It's also really good because this means that, like, if someone else, like the enemy, can also get this skill or this talent. So if the 2 of you have the same thing, you always nullify.
well, it's either between that or efficient fighter, get an extra 1 ammunition based equipment suite. So anyway, that is my turn. It was
Alright.
it was a good attempt, but
So, Alex Matz, it is your turn because we're going to use the captain last.
So we can do the big shooty.
hopefully got his attention.
So I'm using counter position
Mhm.
and to sort of counter position and fast transform. So I'm flying up over him, transforming into Battleoid, coming back down behind them. Sort of, you can't really sweep the leg in space, but I'm just sort of trying to jam the gun pod in there and just burk.
So,
On this
roll your
guy.
attack.
Roll that
And-
beautiful beam footage.
Are
And you
you,
will have the edge, so you will hit on 4s, 5s, and 6s.
were you attacking red dude?
Yep.
Bad boy.
And I'm not sure if copycat will still count here because I've never seen anybody fight in Battleoid before. But
I
actually,
don't think
you were
it
in Battleoid just now.
Oh, yeah, so you could.
Yep, so that's an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Good job.
Excellent.
that-
Work those dice pools.
I'm going to be putting 6 into attack and 2 into defense. And it'll ignore armor.
Oh, this could be.
Yep, it'll ignore 1 point of armor.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Roll it.
This could be very good. It would be great.
4 successes. Or technically, 1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5.
Wait, no.
1,
That's
2, 3, 4.
So that's
5,
6.
6. Yeah.
Ignoring
6.
1 point of armor.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 2 defense. Alright, that's 3.
All right. So 2
So
successes.
that's what I meant. Bleh. It's late. I'm sorry.
Yep. No. After this round, I think we can call it to an end for the night, just
Okay.
because it is getting a little bit late.
I think that was pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah. No. So
Uh,
let's see. 6 damage.
Seems good.
And I guess I'm behind him now.
Yep. You can just move yourself behind him, and so checking things. Checking.
My character sheet in the way all the time here.
I found a neat trick you can do, if you don't know it already, is you can hit a little button when you pull up your character sheet and it brings it into its whole other window.
Oh, you know what? I should do that. Where's that at?
It's top right corner of the little window in window thing.
Oops. When I pull up my
Pop-out
character sheet,
mode.
where is it? Oh, the window. Yes.
It's not top left corner,
That's where it is.
Yep.
Yes.
and it'll just make a little separate window you can just put behind your main screen and just pull it out whenever you need it.
I think I knew about that once upon a time, but I've not used it for a long time, so thank you. I'm not annoying people by constantly bringing up my character sheet.
All right. So
Oh, I
you
just did it
hit.
again.
You seem to hit something. Like you land your square hit into him,
Oh, it takes it back there. That's
but he keeps going, and it doesn't look like you've actually inhibited him. I've totally just used the skill or the talent Heap of Junk, which reduced his officer's battle pod sensors by 1 level, but but once per engagement negated all damage from 1 attack.
Oh, that's you.
That's dirty.
I am dirty.
old man. You
Wait a minute.
Captain Colors.
Did he have that before?
Actually, yes. This is a scattered guy.
Wow.
We're gonna have to try harder.
hmm
Yeah, you do.
And now that you are behind him, the battle pods and Veritex are obviously duking it out. The defenders are trying to stop the fighter pods from getting around too far. Shoom.
Maybe this is the time to take the never shot down talent.
Pineapple.
Pineapple salad. Blah.
Yes.
And Captain, it is your turn.
It is indeed. I'm just trying to pull up here my rail cannons. They're listed as equipment, but they don't have an equipment thing on them,
Yeah, so they just do like base damage.
which is still perfectly good because it's naval.
Yeah.
It doesn't really go into damage for the naval weapons because you're doing crazy stuff at that point.
Actually, yeah, the Rokans have a little bit of a thing.
They ignore half of armor.
Yep. And they can hit at extended range, which doesn't really matter in their hardware point.
Blast 10.
So 10 meters, which means nothing.
Nothing. Nope. Let's see. SDF-1, 3 banks. Particle cannons. Let me check those instead real quick. Particle cannons, medium range, naval. Same difference. Okay. So, yes, I'm leaning heavily on that particular.
All right. So,
and since it doesn't have equipment listed,
mhm.
I'm going to lean on using the command equipment.
All right.
So that's going to be, and we got the edge. The best thing here, scanning suite. I'm going to say precise targeting. So it's going to be 4 dice at 4 ups. 4 dice.
Fail.
4 ups.
2 successes.
2 successes. And then I'm going to activate munition strike.
Oh.
Reflex strike. Inflict naval damage to a single target. Targets within 50 meters of the impact site take half as much mech damage.
All right. So you will deal how much damage? Or damage is it?
It says naval damage, but I still have to roll it. It gives me a dice pool of 6 dice to succeed.
Who's your target? Who's your target?
Big green ship.
The one you're right next to.
Hey, punch a hole for us to go inside.
So that's
you might actually just destroy it.
And it's on cool. 4 ups because of the edge for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So 3.
1, 2.
So 2, 4, 5.
And I'm going to declare this part of my coordinator element.
That makes sense.
1, 2, 3, 4 of those dice. 4 on 4s. That's another 3 successes, so
yeah, so
6 total.
All right, so
does she have edge? Wouldn't there be 4 successes?
I just have edge. I don't have advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so as you have both yourself and the destroids along the hull aiming guns along this, you shout fire, and the cannon shells, the ship shudders as all of the fire flies past. Luckily missing all of the Veritechs, because I'm not going to be that mean and say, well, you just killed Alex Matz.
Oh no.
He still doesn't exist.
Yeah. So you guys all see this as the shells bristle past and hit into the hull of the scout ship. Pockmarks going straight through, missiles flying through the holes and exploding the inside of the ship as the holes start bubbling and bursting along the whole way before the ship violently explodes.
Yes.
Shot down and destroyed. And I actually have a token for this. Give me 1 second.
Nice work, Capitan. Still only counts as 1.
Only if he's going by your rules.
That's something that Teresa always says. I just want to make sure that we bring that back around.
It only counts as okay, Gimli.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And it's not actually the same exact ship, but it'll still fit for this.
Yay. That looks cool.
Close enough. And he comes across the horn.
It does get the point across. It looks good.
Please hurry up.
All right, and so
that was a small fry.
Yep, and so this is going to be the actual end of the conflict, because that was one of the conditions to end it, destroying the ship. but the enemy still do get one final turn of shooting.
Oh no, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't what?
Use your cool bad guys and try to kill us right now? I would.
I mean, yeah, I would.
I don't want you to, but I would.
So these guys up here, these two groups, are actually going to both target the green guy as they move in, as they bank in, preparing for a shot on the enemy, on the phalanxes. And you see them literally turn, increase speed. And one of the British officers goes, "Captain, enemy fighters closing in fast on the northern, on sector Delta 5.
Activate defensive countermeasures.
We are, sir. They're breaking through."
Get someone better on the defensive countermeasures. And it's like the one thing that person. Whose station is that?
And you look over and the station's empty with a note that says on date.
It was Sammy, wasn't it?
Ah, the one time we actually get something close. Someone get on the station.
But
It's too
yep.
late.
So these guys will get 3 extra dice to their 5, so they have 8 dice to shoot the.
Holy
phalanx.
crap.
Good.
And they're putting it all into the attack.
Obviously.
Still only got 1 success. The second group who's doing the same thing.
Yikes.
My green boys are so
They are mooks.
lucky.
Oh, wow.
That second group did a little bit more damage. So one of the destroids in the green group is destroyed with the combined fire of their tri-barreled beam cannons.
Like 2.5 squadrons firing on one group and they kill one guy.
Firing on one guy.
They are mooks.
Wow, successful losses, I suppose. Yikes. I mean, it still sucks to lose one, but that was some good defense or some really bad offense, whatever.
Whatever that was.
This southern group, though, one group is going after the cat's eye and one group is actually going after blue destroids. And they're doing basically the same thing. Because the GM wants to get some kills on the board for the Zentradi.
No.
Okay, that guy is screwed.
Yeah, he is.
Never mind.
6, 7 successes.
7 successes.
Which one was that? Was that the cat's eye or the blue group?
That was towards the cat's eye. The cat's eye's group is shredded and destroyed.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, I wish that was the phalanxes. I mean, no, I would never wish anything bad on the players. Yeah.
If only out of characterly I was able to buy crack team twice.
Yeah.
I have crack team defensive weapons for this exact reason.
Well, hey, that the other group didn't do anything to the phalanx group, so that's something.
They're too busy going, holy crap, other guy getting really good. Oh, we just missed everything.
Yeah. The battle pods, of course, are engaging. They're actually going as far as kicking the attempting to kick the Veritex in the southern group.
I like the idea that all this is happening at the same time. So as they're flying in, they kind of ducking deep under these big rail cannon blasts coming through. And they're like, oh crap.
So 2 successes. So the southern group does lose another Veritech.
No.
Northern group is getting shot to hell because the other group is using their guns like they're supposed to. I mean, come on, they're guns. They're supposed to be there. Use them.
Pew, 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 pew.
Actually, no, they're going to kick because I just noticed that power kick is actually a thing. So
Power kick? No.
yeah, the pods get bonuses to kick.
They do have really big legs.
Kicking in space.
Have you seen them? They're really big legs. You could call them thick.
God damn, I knew you were going to do that. Do not lewd the giant robot.
Like your head, they are thick.
Oh wow, that northern group is actually might be dead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm killing everyone but the players. Man, this sucks.
Is it still the same turn if they're defending?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually already like pre-rolled some stuff behind the scenes.
This is why you have players. Remember, Dan?
Even with
play
their edge.
other characters, because Mike is just
even
killing
with their
himself.
edge, they only got like 2 successes.
God damn.
And kicking ignores 1 armor, so all of those are 1 armor. 1. They're not good. It's not good. So 2, 4, 6. So that means
At least 2.5.
3 are down. Yeah. As that group literally gets kicked in, like from the command center, you can see like the totally over the shoulder camera that's always been there in these fighters. As you see him go forward and just he's flying forward and he banks, and then there's just a foot as it just destroys the cockpit.
Phew.
And of course, because the big bad guy is still there, I'm going to have him move over here and turn and attempt to spray you. Oh, I got one more space forward. It doesn't actually matter. Yeah, you two are still out of range. Damn you, Archibald.
Yeah, let me pull up my sheet.
Oh, stop ruining my fun, GM. GM. Stop ruining my fun, Captain. I want to kill them.
Hey, I got a kill still from you one way or another.
Don't you still have that one thing that prevents one source of damage?
Shh.
Maybe we'll find out in about a second when this thing opens
Should
up
I
on
even
you.
roll?
No, this was just literally once per encounter, aid an ally by helping them ignore wounds or fatigue. You can still damage their ship.
Okay.
You just wouldn't die.
Okay. So yeah, no, the
Basically, in this scenario, I give him a can't be shut down moment if he
Yeah.
doesn't get hurt.
like even if his plane is shredded, he'll be fine.
Pineapple salad.
Speaking
Yep,
of which, I did decide to take that as my talent, never shot down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
So is that what you're doing there? You're just making sure Alex Mats can't die?
Well, I'm going to see what happens first.
Oh,
If he
okay.
rolls poorly, we don't need to.
Because guess what? This guy has another talent I haven't used yet because I wanted to be nice, but no. He's using 2 equipment suites
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
because I'm being really mean. Alex, I'm trying to kill you.
Why?
Because
Why not?
you're too fancy.
Mike,
And you decided to
That's
go
my
one...
entire shtick.
And you're like I want to be fancy in the middle of combat and show off that I'm so much better. Why are you shooting at me?
I'm playing my character correctly. That's it. Look at
Oh
his
yeah, no,
nature.
and
And
remember,
we are
playing
as well.
the character correctly doesn't mean it's always nice.
no, the
I
GM,
should know.
you're playing correctly,
What-
and the
who
GM is
hurt
punishing
you?
you correctly.
Who hurt you?
I hurt
did.
me.
And marbles.
Marbles. Sometimes you get the king marbles, or the more equally, or some people say that more equally rare
Female
queen
king.
marble, queen
Female.
king, or female king marbles.
Yes.
I argue that's anxiety-inducing, as this guy is going to spray you with both his not outnumbered anymore and his missiles. Just a thing, so that way people understand. I gave this guy a version of fast transform for Zentradi because their mechs don't actually transform. So yeah,
Overdrive.
overdrive, sunlight punch. So this guy gets 2 plus 5 plus 3, so that's 5 extra dice to their 6 dice attack.
Oh.
So
my
they're going to
goodness.
go 4 dice and defend.
All twos.
Actually, yeah, so 4 dice and defend, which I'm rolling first.
Yes. Twos. Get those twos out of the way.
They got a 2,
Yep. So.
and they got 2 successes.
Good defense. Good defense. No one shoot.
And I rolled the fence a while back, and it was 1, so that negates one of them. Armor soaks the rest, I think.
No, that's
This
defense.
is defense. He decided to do this in backwards.
I'm rolling his
just to
defense
confuse you.
first, even though I don't think any of you actually. Yeah, you guys didn't. So
You
yeah,
didn't
no, so he had 11 dice, 4 minus 11,
7.
7. Thank you. I can't math.
Come on. Come on.
Twos.
1 and 2s.
2 successes,
Oh.
but he is playing into his thing as an ace pilot.
You.
I no, I've actually this guy is
More twos, more twos.
Yeah, this guy
Come
is. In
on.
fact, I statted him out above above blah blah blah.
Above our level.
Yeah, he is a villain.
Oh, full villain.
Yeah, I made him a full villain because this guy is actually going to be coming back.
Unless we kill him.
Yeah, totally. If you shoot him down right now, he will never show up again.
Perfect.
Yes.
I'll hold
Are
you
you
to
sure he's not? Are you sure he's not Shar?
I mean, just because he didn't get to paint his mech red doesn't mean he's not Char.
I
Wait a minute,
knew it.
Not,
2, 3,
confused. Okay.
4, 5. So 5 dice.
There's still red on the mech.
That's 3 extra successes. That's 5 successes.
Ooh.
I can soak. I negate 1 with my defense. Soak 2.
3 go through.
And because he using his gun arms, he ignores 1 armor in short range. Which you are in.
Fuck.
You are within short range, sir.
That's gonna be
So that's 5. So that's 5 total successes. Ignore 1 armor. And now, how are you going to divvy up this damage, good sir? Because you're at least taking 3 damage. So you can choose to take it to your armor, permanently reducing your armor. Take it to one of the sensors, one of your hard points. Those are hard points. Take it straight to the structure. You'll be fine. The captain made sure you'll survive.
I'm gonna say to the mini missiles, to the head lasers, and 1 to the structure.
All right. Yeah. So this guy is a real ace. He's moving so fast, and he literally just. Which, by the way, this also explains why he has such huge dice pools. He has a stat at 5 and 6.
And presumably he's got a really high stress tolerance.
Oh yes.
So he can burn out.
Bad. He's a bad.
But the thing is, he's also been dividing his skill up between like 2 things. So.
We're still gonna cry, but it's good. You're good.
Yeah, but you so as you see this guy turn on, you see and by the way, since this hits all 180 degrees in front of him, that includes these 3 Veritech units, which are summarily executed.
What?
5 successes.
I decided to take it to the gun pod instead of the mini missiles.
I mean, yeah, you can take it to the gun pod. So that group is dead.
Dang.
5 successes minus 1 armor. That group is barely alive. And that group is dead.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to help red shirt group who survived the longest next time.
It's red shirt guy.
The singular.
He's not a group anymore.
Okay. And so it's at this point, the enemy, upon seeing that their ship is destroyed, starts pulling back, retreating from the fight. Mostly because they have their ship is damaged, and I know we need to kind of close down here.
Yeah, and the SDF finally starts opening up with the defensive weapons. Now he's got somebody on that chair, so it's no longer safe to keep just floating nearby if you're not on my side.
They all withdraw, returning.
Oh, what's their... No, you're making them all get away. We want to attack again. I want to chase this guy down. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but it's like, it's 10:49. We're like way past schedule.
I'm talking about next time we come back.
Unless I've succeeded, my goal is to be more badass despite the fact I only do one thing. And I did it.
Gosh,
You shot the big gun.
One of them. I didn't shoot the big gun. I shot a medium gun.
But with that, we finally draw a close to the session. Don't forget them. As they all flee past.
Session number 3.
And with that, I draw a close to the session. I, as Robotech Master Harukajunko, say, this took a little bit longer than I expected. Sorry, Lucas.
Yeah.
And I will pass it to Mecha.
No problem.
I am Alex Matz, otherwise known as Mecha Meme. I've enjoyed this a lot, even though I got screwed over by the junk. I'm going to pass it up to Archibald.
Yes. I will. Well, I'll end it. Let me go over to the captain real quick, and then we'll come back.
I'm Captain Colors, aka Soundwavesghost, aka Donatello, aka used to be TikTok, and and a robot on some other game if that gets to come back or not. That was fun regardless. Yeah, had a lot of fun as usual, and I got to play with the toys. So that's all I got. Thanks for coming. Happy New Year coming up soon. If I don't come back and see folks before then, but Christmas is next week, and I don't think we're seeing each other until after that. So both hands. Back to Luke.
All right. We'll have to talk because, yeah, a week from now will be the Sunday in between Christmas and New Year, but people might be busy. So the chance that it might be 2 Sundays that we come back, you can find out. I'll put my Discord chat there in the chat. You can just see the announcements, and I'll let you know if it's going to be next Sunday or the Sunday after. We'll talk with RM and everybody, and we'll figure it out. But I am Lucasgvariety, play Lieutenant Archibald Serworth III, and despite some good dice pool rolls, oh, that bastard guy defended
We'll get him
against
next
it.
time.
We will get him next time. But I had a great time, Mike. Thank you. I had a great time with you guys. It was worth going over a little bit tonight. So we'll be back next week or the week after, and then in the new year we'll come back with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Series 46, our Dark Turtles game on Tuesday. We should have another alternating Tuesday game as we get it going, and then also Blades in the Dark will be making a comeback at some point for our 5th season, maybe our final season. And then in the 2020, I'm planning on doing a zombie apocalypse game. I think some Call of Cthulhu, and also Band of Blades, which is a Blades in the Dark hack. So there's all kinds of exciting variety coming up on this channel, as well as some further Let's Plays as we go on. And that's it. That's all I'll say. Thank you guys for joining tonight. Let me get into my cool double screen so I can prepare for closing. I'm not supposed to tell you that. But anyways, you guys come back either next week or the week after, and we'll play some more Robotech, the MACROSS SAGA. So you guys have a good night. God bless. Good gaming. And we'll see you next time. Merry Christmas as well, and all of the other Marys and Happies. And yeah, we'll close out there. See you guys later. Peace. Bye. Robotech will be back next week.